Welcome back to our ongoing chronicle of Vampire the Masquerade, New Orleans by Night. This is chapter 21 of our story. Before we get going into tonight's tale, we're going to do what we always do, and that is go around and give a recap of what happened. Dee, you are on the chopping block. If there's anything she misses, though, of course, as always, everybody feel free to chime in. Mm-hmm. All right, what do you got?
Okay, so the episode opened. We were waiting for the prince to arrive, and Vicenta and Bob agreed to send a wraith to spy on Anthony Walls, and they are going to try to get a hold of the possible ghost of Robert Carter to see what he knows. Mm-hmm. After that, there were some conversations with Kalbashari, but then the prince arrives and basically tells them that she knows Iris is the cause for the SI being in the city, and she tells her if you were anyone else, you would be killed, but fortunately you're not anyone else, so, there we go. They kind of discuss plans on dealing with, the prince gives them the rundown of what's going on with the SI, for their ears only, and then they're going to be having another meeting with Karen Chantry and Morgaine. So she sends the majority of the coterie on their way, and then she stops Ig and Vicenta, her and Tony C. And she's like, look, here's Ig's condition, here's the cure, here are the consequences. Yeah, Ig may end up being a gargoyle, Ferox may end up in Ig, or something else weird. We're not really quite sure what is going to happen, but he's going to die if you don't do something. And you better do it tonight because it's a full moon. And by the way, if you want to act, then you need to join the Camarilla.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. But they had kind of set a preliminary discussion, and so the prince was like, great, you're welcome to the table. So they go to the meeting, and before the meeting, Morgaine is just kissing Andre's ass.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just all over him like white on rice. The meeting starts, and we learn that Karen Chantry is now the sheriff.
Yes.
Morgaine is now the keeper of Elysium and the Harpy because there's not going to be a whole lot of room, for, need for those roles, so they're being combined for the time being.
Right.
Roger was there, obfuscated, and he is now the new primogen of Clan Nosferatu, and Bob was named the Scourge, which he was happy about. The prince also says that Iris and the Giovanni are going to have to relocate to New Havens. They cannot live next to each other.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sad.
Even though I tore up her house, we're like, oh.
Yeah, we're like, I don't know about that.
We're neighbors.
But the prince is like, no, it's too risky. Andre, hang on, I think I missed something.
Prince speaking to Morgan.
Yes, I totally missed that. But it was here in my notes. I don't know where I missed it at. It doesn't matter. But so Morgaine was like, why the fuck is Iris still alive? Why are these Giovanni here? And the prince is like, shut the fuck up because I said so. And that's all you really need to know. She did drop the bomb on him with the Giovanni and I guess Iris too. She's like, they're Camarilla. And so then that kind of shut him up. The meeting kind of dispersed, but then the prince was like, I'll see people individually. She met with Karen and Morgaine and all that good jazz, and then she met with Andre. Andre was given his third dose, and now he's completely bonded to the prince. She is now the love of his life for the next year.
Yeah.
She also talked with him and advised him on how to deal with Morrell and Butch. She's like, look, Butch is going to lose his election, but he needed this election for name recognition because we need this SOB in the state legislature. That can be a card in our pocket. Unfortunately, this could help Morrell as well. I did not mean for that to rhyme. And then Andre's like, don't worry about it. I'm already making him start to distrust her. And then the prince was like, yeah, make sure that the dummy realizes that, state election is the next, goal because... Yeah.
Right.
And then Bob spoke to Roger and offered his condolences for his loss, and they had some touching moments and talked about needing to rebuild the clan and watch each other's backs. Roger said, look, because Bob said, I'm going to ask about Sire and Kiki, and Roger's like, you have my blessing. I'll back you with the prince. But Bob was kind of left being concerned for Roger's mental state.
Yeah.
Because Roger is not okay. Bob speaks to the prince to ask permission to sire Kiki, and the prince tells him, yeah, we'll talk about that later. We got to see what Vicenta's decision is. And she was a little bit cryptic as to why that mattered, but Bob's like, okay, you're the prince. Bob tells the prince that they're going to summon Carter's ghost, or try to, and she says, that's a great plan. Make sure Iris goes with you. That way, Bob is kind of like, okay, I know for sure Vicenta's not lying to me. And then the prince also had Bob to watch Roger because she also recognized that he is unstable at the moment. Vicenta was consoling Iris because everybody's like, it's your fault. And Vicenta's like, no, baby, it's not your fault. It's just fate.
You've done nothing ever in your life.
Right. Right. That is Vicenta's stance. And then she tells Iris that she will make sure that Iris has a new identity within the Giovanni family. She says, look, this is going to have its own risk, but it's not the SI. So there you go. Vicenta and Ig go in and they submit to the Camarilla. They join. Vicenta tries to kind of manipulate it into a less extreme, like she wanted to negotiate like a new promise, and the prince is like, no, this is all or nothing. Vicenta's like, oh, okay, have it your way, boss. The prince seems to be aware that there will be backlash from the Hecata. However, Vicenta is convinced that the prince doesn't really understand.
Yeah, the prince did not seem to give a damn at all.
Yeah,
like, yeah, it'll be fine.
Exactly.
So.
She kind of thinks the prince is vastly underestimating the response that they're going to receive. And not only that, she is also now under the impression that the prince is vastly overestimating Vicenta's ability to handle such backlash. So that's going to be a fun come to Jesus
For
meeting.
one of you. One of you is wrong.
I hope it's me. I hope it's me that's wrong.
Or both. Ooh.
Oh, shit. Well, Tony C. prepares and he performs the ceremony to separate the two souls that are within, Ig and Ferox, and to two separate bodies. We're not really sure where the second body is coming from. We don't know if it's formulating. We don't know if we should have dug that Carl out of the sewer.
We don't know if it's going to go to Winston.
Yeah, we were taking bets in the group chat. We don't really know.
Wigston.
Can I say real quick? I had a thought when I was thinking about the way this thing went. It reminded me of an episode of South Park where Kenny's soul is trapped inside Cartman, and the only way they know to get him out is to go to Chef's parents. And when they strap him up, and they're like, and the mom's like, "Come on now, get out of there now!" Trying to get the soul out. The soul rushes out, and it's like it's rolling around, and she's like, "Now bring me the victim child." And Chef's like, "What? The what?" "Oh Lord, he didn't bring a victim child." And so it zooms around, and then inevitably it lands in a pot roast. So Kenny's soul stuck in a pot roast. So I'm just thinking of Egg's gonna just.
Oh, great.
Anyways.
Hopefully not, but it is a possibility. That's kind of on Tony C. He really should have told us.
Oh, they didn't bring a victim child.
He did not bring, because we didn't, unless it's Winston. Winston's the only alternative there. So we don't know what the hell's going to happen with that.
True.
And then I think that's it.
Yeah.
Also, Tony C is naked.
Yeah.
Yes.
With
He's wearing a robe.
He's got his dick out.
It's out.
Well, yeah, but he's not
So we
naked.
can see all the shit on him.
Yeah, he's got
That's naked enough for me.
he carved shit into himself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's
Iris is
things
walking
written
up
all
to the
over his
roof
body.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, oh,
maybe I do want to fuck
you,
Tony C.
you have a little edge to you, Tony. I didn't know that.
A little
You're
edge,
kind of
or-
boring.
Well, that's Tremere for you. Either they're just out there wild, I'm crazy magic weirdo, or I'm very straight laced because everything else I do is really fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
It tends to be how I see most people roll with them. It's like, I'm going to be a weird, I look like David Blaine or David Copperfield or, just somebody that looks like they would be in a castle doing magic. Or I'm just going to be a normal dude and have this weird shit I do. And he seems to fall a little bit into the second camp. He's got his quirks for sure.
I like it when Iris throws him off his game because it does happen.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Well, so shall we continue from where we left off?
Mm-hmm.
Silence. You could hear a pin drop on this rooftop. Tony continues to chant something soft under his breath, eyes still closed. And then Ig opens his eyes and looks at you. And he just kind of shakes his head a little bit. And Vicenta?
That's probably a good
Is
sign.
it's Ig Vicenta, not Ferox Vicenta?
Well, you hear Ig's voice saying Vicenta.
Yeah. Did I see his soul leave the body?
You were looking, weren't you?
Yes.
You did not.
Didn't work. Or maybe it did work. I don't know.
Does Winston look like a gargoyle?
Oh, Winston's over there eating his bag of popcorn.
That's weird.
He's like, what happened?
No, he's just over there like, whoa, you know.
And she's Ig, are you okay?
And he kind of reaches for you.
Uh-huh.
Just kind of, hand out.
Should I reach for him back?
Yes.
There,
Well, what does Tony look like? Does he look worried or?
Tony's head's down. His eyes are
Also,
closed. and
we
he's
got you
chanting,
to
so
finally call him Tony instead of Antonio.
I know.
That's awesome.
I've said it a few times.
Oh, dang it.
Can I do a quick intelligence check? Because I know he talked about separating souls from bodies. That's kind
I'm
of
not going to make you roll, but he's still chanting. And remember, Ig is inside of a circle.
right.
It
Oh, he's still
Probably
chanting?
wouldn't be a good idea to
Oh,
cross
it's not
that.
over. Okay. No.
Can I? She doesn't wait.
As soon as you say that, several things happen at once.
Ryan's favorite line.
I shouldn't have told him to wait. I should have kept my mouth
He kind of
shut.
drops his hand and nods, and then has a strange look on his face, and realizes that gargoyle hand is still, the bones are still sitting on his chest.
Don't look at it.
Well, he does, and he throws it away from him, still inside the circle.
Stop what you're
And
doing.
he gets up on all fours, and it's like he's trying to stand up, but he's woozy.
Stop.
And then he begins to vomit blood violently.
Oh, God.
And it continues, and it continues, and it continues.
Does Tony
The
look
body
worried?
becoming more and more emaciated.
What the fuck?
The blood pooling onto the hand.
I'm yelling at Antonio.
And he's just focused, it's like he doesn't hear anything.
Does he see what's happening to Ig?
And then, when there's nothing left, the husk that once was Ignacio Giovanni falls lifeless to the ground, beginning its decay of final death.
What the fuck? Any souls
However,
coming?
No soul still that you saw. You could give me a check. Give me wits plus occult.
Can I do it too?
Sure.
I have a little of that.
Can I do Sense the Beast? Just to look at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to do it on the body?
Yep. No successes.
Okay.
Hang on, I gotta do willpower.
Did you get any successes?
I got a messy critical, and I don't want a messy critical right now.
I got one regular and one with fangs, and they're both on the reds.
Do we need to have since the unseen
You're fine.
if we wanted to do wits plus occult?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
I have 3 regular successes.
Okay. Both of you have enough. You think in that moment of this stream leaving his body, you caught the glimpse of like an outline of 2 faces struggling and one went one direction and one went the other.
Both out of him?
One went back into the body.
Oh.
One went the other way.
Where? Winston?
Onto this hand lying in this pool of viscera. But then, shortly after that, the viscera begins to take shape.
Ew.
And form and coalesce into a figure you haven't seen in almost 1,000 years.
Oh my god!
And the other body is just...
The other body is slowly or steadily decaying. Because when was he made?
last October.
Okay, so and then he would look just like he's been dead a year or so.
Yeah, like...
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, not that long.
No.
He hadn't even been embraced a year
But
yet.
he is, obviously that body is gone.
Well, what does the new one say? We gotta find out if it's good or not.
It sits there asleep, unmoving, newly formed, still. Antonio falls to the ground on his hands and knees, panting heavily, and then slowly brings his head up to see what has happened from this ritual. And he sees it, and he just looks with no emotion on his face. He has a state of shock on her face right now. And he has very nearly almost the same expression. Just, it worked. I knew it would work, kind of look. But it happened.
I feel bad. Maybe I should have just taken his hand and he wouldn't have moved.
Antonio looks at you, Bob, and Andre, and says, "Will you help me remove this body from the circle?"
Sure.
Sure.
As soon as you step over the circle, you feel this sense of power wash over you. And you go to pick it up, and you begin to drag it. Just before you get to the edge, you hear a raspy voice go, "Wait."
Did we all hear that or just me and
Everybody
Bob?
heard it.
Everybody heard it.
Did fucking Ella Messina fucking...
No, it's a rotting corpse talking to you right now.
What the fuck?
I rest now. Thank you. And as soon as you cross, it slumps. Absolutely no life left.
That was Ferox.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was. It totally
With
was.
how
It totally
broken
was.
that...
I mean, it's
that
got to be
was.
Ferox with how broken it
Yes.
was.
He might as well have said me.
Wake
me
that
rest
gargoyle
now.
up and make him speak to
As
us.
soon as the body's out, the yellow eyes of the gargoyle open. And it woozily shakes its head and in a very deep, bassy voice, What happened?
She's
Did
just...
it work?
Oh, we got a gargoyle.
Oh my God.
She just
What
hugs
is-
him. She just hugs
What
him.
is, and I have to roll for something.
Uh-oh.
Is he gonna...
Don't hug
I
him
have
yet.
to
He's
run
gonna
for
squeeze you.
Roll
again.
for terror frenzy.
Who, her
We
or
are-
him?
And we're holding him right now?
No, y'all are
you
holding the
pulled
body.
This is the
Right.
gargoyle that's still within the circle. The
Oh.
circle that now has no power because you've stepped across the threshold and broken it. He manages to keep it together. But he looks at you and he's just like, what am I?
I mean,
You know.
And Antonio says,
we told him that.
you are whole.
What do you say? You're whole?
You are whole.
We told him this like
I
1,000
know,
times.
but you know you told him. But it seems like the theory that this could happen and it actually happening.
It actually did.
Yeah. What the? And he starts to stretch like that, and you see these massive wings unfurl from his back. And he's just like, what the? Because it's new muscles that he's
Right.
never felt move. And he's like, I think I'm going to be sick. And he just kind of, lays, his entirely new body. He's controlling an entirely different vessel. It's a very foreign concept.
So is he made of stone, like in the
No, his
Hunchback
skin
of
is
Notre
gray.
Dame?
It's a gray and white and black marbled color.
But he's not stone?
No.
So do we know, is this Ig or is this Ferox? Do we know?
This
Oh,
is
this definitely
Ig.
is.
It's
You could
Ig.
ask.
I'm still gagged by the arms of Armin.
She's
Or I'd be yelling, that man is a gargoyle.
Vicenta just holds him and she's like, Ig, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't feel it.
You don't feel what?
That thing in the back of my head that feels like it's fighting me.
Oh.
But I feel. And Antonio said hungry, yes. That can be remedied, but we must be cautious.
Is he still a vampire?
Oh yeah, gargoyles are still
Gargoyle
Gargoyles
is
are
a type of
vampires.
vampire?
Yes.
And I will be giving a link in the show notes for where you can find a pretty good job with some Storyteller's Vault materials on the specs and kitting out of gargoyles if you want to use some in your own story.
Sweet.
Cool.
And I'll put a special thanks. The author slips my mind right now, but thank you to whoever you are. I will credit you, and you did a good job with that.
Woohoo! Gargoyle Coterie, mate.
I know Ig's probably going to be a little devastated because that's a huge change, but Vicenta honestly does not care. It does not bother
And
her.
Antonio looks at you, Bob, and says he will need teaching in how it is to go in these nights as you do. Obviously, this is not a condition that, for obvious reasons, will pass
Right.
normal society.
He's a walking masquerade breach.
I mean, so is
And
any
the prince, she was there,
Nosferatu.
right?
I don't remember
Yes,
if
but
she
yes,
was there or
yes,
not.
she was. She was
She
going
goes,
up.
yes, he is. But a useful tool. So is Mr. Stokely. And it goes, tool. Well, yes, you serve the Camarilla now. You'll be able to do things, I imagine, that none of us ever dreamed possible. Not that you weren't an asset before, young man, but now I imagine your set of skills, shall we learn in time what those are, will be most welcome.
Can I do a check?
Yeah.
Did she throw this? She purposely made it so that he would be a gargoyle, didn't she?
You will have to do an opposed check.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
So it will be, let me get her stats real quick. It will be composure plus insight.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I'm going to do blood surge. Hang on.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, fuck. I can eat with egg.
Oh.
4, 5, 6, 7.
You can't be quite sure, but it looks like she's satisfied at the results, at the very least.
Yeah, she
Man,
didn't
you
really have
got
nothing
that-
to lose from this.
That with a 7?
Yeah. I don't-
Yeah.
What
I think
is
she would have been
going-
happy either way.
I think this is the better
yeah,
outcome.
it's the better outcome for her,
Yeah,
but I don't
if
think
it-
she would have.
That's a good thing to take away from it.
Okay.
This benefits Brant's charity for sure.
That's a good.
Can I
thing.
do Sense the Beast on Ig now?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 successes.
That creature is very hungry. The beast he is keeping it at bay, but he needs to eat. And you know this.
Okay.
He does not need to even get a whiff of blood.
Ooh.
And
Winston, get out of here.
And Antonio is making very sure to stay away from him.
Oh, because he's covered in
He's
blood.
covered in blood and open wounds, and he's covered himself back up with the robe and everything.
Our boy needs to eat.
Yes.
I'm going to say, let's go, Winston. You look like a snack right now. And then start walking away.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You don't want none of
Holy
that.
shit.
Just keep your smart
Have
comments to
you ever
yourself,
seen
Winston.
anything like that?
Fuck no.
Jesus Christ, man.
Will Ig still have painful bite if is he a Giovanni? No? But he's a
We'll
Cotta?
have to find out.
Yeah, I
I
think
can't tell you one way or the other.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna find that out together.
He's
know-
definitely no longer Clan Hakata.
No,
Oh, okay.
No.
Clan.
he's a
Goliath.
bloodline.
He is Clan
Yes.
Gargoyle.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah, they're their own thing.
There remains one Hakata. Oh, two
There's
Hakata
two.
in the city of New Orleans now.
But only one Camarilla Hakata.
Antonio returns in short order with several bags of blood. He says, not ideal, but my girls, you're too much of a risk, sir. If Mr. Stokely is as correct as I think he is, then you could kill them, and I would not appreciate that. And so he throws them to him, and he looks at them, and he drinks them, and he, kind of gags a little bit like me eating cauliflower. But he does manage to keep them down. And
So he may still have iron gullet like he did.
yeah, he's still the same man inside mentally. But the outside has changed. And what does that mean for the coming nights? We'll have to see.
How big is he? He's like,
He is probably about the same height as he was. He was a tall guy,
yeah,
or was he? No.
no,
He was
I think he was
5'9".
5'9".
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Then he's about there.
Okay.
But he's thicker
thicker
for
okay.
sure. Yeah.
Is his wingspan like taller than he is?
It's probably a 12-foot wingspan.
Damn.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Vicenta's kind of impressed.
Yeah.
Look at the size of the wings on that guy.
It would have to be to
Yeah.
Yeah.
hold a creature like that.
Now that Andre is gone, I assume I'm free.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I
It
want to.
drops. Unless you didn't.
Just like
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Andre probably runs back up and he's like,
It's like,
oh,
oh, my
yeah.
bad.
They're like, ah, shit, I knew I forgot something.
Oh, damn, might be. So,
She falls. I told you so. I told you. She goes up to him and she wants to
Has he eaten
poke his
enough yet?
skin.
yeah, he's eating. He's probably slaked 2 hunger.
She pokes his skin gingerly, not like meanly, but just be like, wow.
It's rough. It feels like leather. But it is skin.
What'd I tell you, Goliath?
Iris,
Probably.
I like you, but please shut the fuck up right now.
You got it. She's gonna leave. Because he is kind of scary.
Antonio says, I know a little of what you would have been able to do had you been created by one of mine years ago. Not proudly, I admit what they did. But I did alter the recipe some. And I have at least given you a small mercy. The blood, and he points at one of those vials that he says, came from a resonance that, should it imbibe with yours, would give you qualities I think you would find agreeable. And he's like, in fucking English, please. And he says, I think you should be able to do what Mr. Stokely does, and that is make yourself not seen. And he goes, would you just try, will it to be unseen?
Vicenta's just nodding because she remembers him just showing up and being able to just appear
Yeah.
seemingly out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. So let's find out if he can. does get hungrier. So he's at 3 hunger now.
You got any more?
Not really. But he does disappear from sight.
Did I still see him with Sense the Unseen on?
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
Yeah. You would too, since you had yours available on as well.
Okay.
But he goes, did it work? And as soon as he says that, he's back for everyone to see. But Bob, you would have definitely seen him disappear. And so would the prince and Antonia. Yes, it did. Wonderful. Okay, well, there's that. That's good. That'll take some getting used to. Again, Mr. Stokely, this is why I've called you to help him learn.
Stick with me, kid.
Thank you. And he goes, yeah, thank you. Okay, what do we do now?
He's not deteriorating again, is
No,
he? His voice is just deeper.
It's changing. He's still who he is.
Right.
But
he's still able to form coherent sentences,
right,
is what I'm getting
but
at.
you definitely notice that as he gets more comfortable in this body,
The voice changes.
the voice changes. It deepens to go with the natural vocal cords and to do what it's going to do.
I think at this point, Bob would ask Vicenta and say, does this mean you're Camarilla now?
Yes.
Welcome aboard. And then he would probably look over at the prince and give her a questioning look of like, kind of hinting at,
Oh, Kiki.
yeah.
We will talk
And then,
whenever you're ready.
okay, Bob passes the card to Vicenta and says, I don't know how to forget this. You said something about that. I'm not sure. But this card belonged
I can do
to
that.
Anthony Walls.
Yep, that's Iris's territory, not Vicenta's.
Bob looks at Iris and says, just handing the card to her. Please be careful what you say.
What am I doing?
Making me forget that I gave this card to Vicenta.
Do you need to forget about the card's existence or no?
That's a
Yes.
good...
Yes?
Yes, he does.
Great.
On this, if I don't oppose her, it just happens, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That is correct.
I get a little hungry.
You don't rouse check?
Cost 1 blood. Isn't that what that means?
That
You just
means
roll
you
it.
rouse check. That still means you rouse. Even then,
Oh, I have to roll it. I
Yeah.
thought it meant automatically.
no.
Oh, you don't get
That'd be
hungry.
That would suck.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
And that's how it used to be in the old
Right.
game. Your blood was a battery.
So you'd have to like constantly feed.
You had a bigger
No,
pool.
Not really.
Oh, was it bigger?
It was a huge pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it also made you just know about what you could get away with without having to worry. That was the kind of the thing. It's like, oh, I've got this much blood. I can do X, Y, and Z.
Right. It's a little bit more unpredictable now.
Yeah.
3 successes, 1 with an onk on a red.
Should be fine. He's not resisting.
Yeah,
you.
unless you say something like, forget your entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a win, you can add or remove 1 memory, an additional 1 per point of margin.
Your margin of success would be 2, so you could remove up to 3 memories.
I'm just going to say you've never had Anthony Wall's card. You've never seen it.
Doesn't resist at all, so.
Okay.
Cool.
And it is done.
Kind of wondering where we live now.
Yeah, I was wondering if I need to like talk
we
to the
probably
prince,
do need
like,
to- that's
do I
prob-
need to
yeah, were
move
you
out
guys-
tonight or?
That was on the agenda after the thing, I think, that
Yeah.
she said she would.
I have various properties across the city. Where would you like to live? We take care of our own.
Somewhere far away from cameras, please.
A very wise idea.
Somewhere that has an opening
Someone
for
that's
my
got a
gargoyle
rat.
to fly in and out.
And has rats.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you own a funeral home.
No. I could put you into mid-city. Not a terrible place. Certainly wouldn't be as much eyes on you, seeing as everything looks to be focused on the Bywater and the French Quarter.
Will that suffice? And she asks Ig. His opinion.
Yeah. That'll be fine. Just as long as there's not cameras, of course. Obviously, I've got to watch out for that now, right?
Yes, my dear. We all do, though.
Yeah.
She's just trying to not make him feel like a freak. She's just trying to make him
He's
feel
trying
like...
to come to terms with being.
I think Bob would say, I can eventually help you with that as well. We can avoid camera detection.
That'd be fucking great.
Like I said, stick with me, kid.
I appreciate you. Thanks, Bob. Robert. Mr. Stokely.
Bob's fine.
He reaches a
friend.
very clawed, large hand out to shake your hand.
I extend it and shake his hand.
You take one aggravated damage.
Breaks every bone.
No, you feel a dude's got a grip, but he's being careful.
Yeah.
And so,
Andre is waiting outside.
I was going to
by the
ask what you're
car.
doing.
Yeah,
So
he's
you're waiting for...
everyone to walk out.
Okay.
I guess we're just going to grab some essentials. Cause...
While you're doing that,
Oh, shit.
give me wits plus awareness. What were you going to say, D?
I was going to say, I guess we'll just grab some essentials and we'll send some family over in the daytime to get the rest of it.
You
Okay.
may need to roll for Kiki as well because she was somewhere down
That
there.
is correct.
Now I'm scared, though.
Do a roll power. Let's see that real quick.
Yep.
Three.
It's enough. It's a white van that circled the block several times.
Fuck!
It's not particularly watching. You notice the pattern. Kiki has noticed it beyond a shadow of a doubt
Oh,
as
it's
well.
because I put that guy in the sewer, probably. That's my bad, guys.
There are police tape and stuff up behind a like blues jazz club.
I probably drug him into that van he was loading up to feed on him, and then I drug his body out.
There's
and dumped it in the sewer.
definitely stuff left with how it was done.
I know.
But the van, you can tell they're not looking at the scene. They're looking around and watching where your building used to be. And looking on adjoining street corners, driving around looking for who could have done this. Who really could have done this.
To that building?
They probably don't know specific.
No, so basically it's SI. You
Oh, yeah.
going
yeah,
around
yeah.
looking for who did this.
Iris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think it's Iris, but it was actually
Yeah.
Vicenta.
Yeah, we don't know that they know about Vicenta, but they know Iris had a shop here, and we know we found a body missing
She had
some
a
blood.
hoodie
And that's
on.
when you
Yeah.
see the camera pointing at the general direction of that club. It wouldn't show the back of the place, but certainly would show somebody walking up and away from it.
Yeah.
And Winston is like, because he's noticed it too. Do we need to tell somebody? Or do I need to go do something? I'm happy to.
Yeah, confess
What?
to that guy's murder. Thanks, Winston.
Do I know about Vicenta's little accident?
No, she didn't tell anyone, but
No,
did
I
you
didn't tell anybody
So
because
the
y'all were
only
already
thing that I
meeting.
really-
Nobody knows.
Okay.
The only thing I really know is that something happened over there, and there's white vans who I could assume is SI.
Right.
Scoping
You can
it out.
assume they're somebody because they're driving around awfully slow, and you can see guys in suits looking around.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, all I can really... I don't know what I could do with Winston, because I just don't feel like my character would have an innate sense of like break the camera or
Right.
something.
No. I'm just saying he's asking, do I need to go warn the people in the building?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we'll walk back in. And
All right. Well, boss, can you stay? I don't want them seeing you. This lady knows your face, right? She sees you around in this
true.
area.
Yeah. I'll shadow cloak.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. Oh, and if you need a reference for your powers, there you go.
Oh.
They're all in one handy spot now.
Yay.
Thank you, Renegade, for releasing the player's guide. Okay. That is an ad for you.
Bob snaps his fingers and says, "Hey, don't I got to get you something for Anthony Walls to find so we can track him?"
Oh, don't you remember, Mr. Stokely? You searched, but apparently you had already gotten rid of the file when he was exiled.
Dang. Okay. I really want to check up on that guy.
Somehow, Mr. Stokely, I feel like a Lady of Fate may be on our side on that one.
Okay, if you say so.
What's Iris thinking?
Where am I going to live?
And the prince asks you that same question.
I just said somewhere that's as far as possible from cameras.
I think it best that we all keep you close to one another as we can. Well, I don't want you living with one another. I think where you can watch one another's backs would be to your benefit. Do you not agree? Mm-hmm. She looks at you all.
Shadow
Like,
cloak.
she
is
knows I'm living
free,
with
by the way.
Ig, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Shadow cloak's free.
Yeah.
By
Then
the
you're
way,
good.
so I'm just.
Yep.
It just helps me with stealth.
Right.
And intimidation.
So yeah, give me a stealth check. So you're going to give me Dex plus stealth, and you get your bonus.
Okay.
I think you get to add your dots in Oblivion to it. If that sounds right, which is what we're going to go with for right now.
Man, Ig's gonna have fun on Halloween. Just run
Looks
around.
like the
That's
best
his birthday
costume.
too. He gets
I
to
think
run
I did
around
it.
as himself
There's
on his
like
birthday.
3 of these star ones. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, you're fine. That's 5 successes.
Yeah.
If you got 3 with
Well, I got
stars.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He got
5, 6,
7.
7, 8.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No way anybody saw you in a
wow, yeah.
million
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you did so well that you even kind of motioned, really quietly whispered to Winston to, follow you, so no one will see him
Yeah.
entering as well.
Cool.
Kiki is watching all this happen from the car. I know you don't have a phone with you or anything, but she sees him going in and is just kind of waiting it out to see what happens. The prince is still available for questions. She does have a meeting to get to, but she does say, Mr. Stokely, the matter that you wanted to discuss,
Yes, my prince.
come with me.
Yes, and follow her.
Oh, quick thing. I'm also telling Winston that the Coterie needs to speak one more time before we depart.
Oh, good.
Sure. He's like, well, I'll watch. I'll keep watching him. You mean just come up and get you if something's going down, or?
Yeah,
All right.
that's fine. Just make sure that no one just like leaves before I have this meeting with them.
Sure. I got you. Unless I can't see him, but yeah.
Naturally, yeah. Well,
I'll do my best. All right. She's got you pulled off to the side. You're going back up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have that conversation really quick.
Okay.
What is it you asking me?
I would like your permission to turn my ghoul into one of us. Maybe not right now because I need eyes in the daytime.
into one of us, like me, like you,
Like me.
and she is amenable to these terms.
She actually insisted that I be the one to do it if we've talked about it in the past.
That's new.
I think Bob would chuckle and be like, yeah, I thought so as well.
If she hasn't an issue with becoming like you, would she have an issue becoming like your friend in there?
I'm assuming you mean Ignacio.
Just a thought.
That bitch staged it. Sorry.
I don't think Kiki would be interested in that.
I will talk about it. That's not what we talked about previously, but
No, of course. And that would have to be someone willing to undergo that. It's a rather large ordeal.
it looked it.
Very well. You have my blessing.
Thank you, my prince.
I'm so sorry, Ig. I probably should have let you go. I probably should have let you die. I made
Now
a
he's
bad
gonna be the
call.
leader of the gargoyle army from the Camarilla. Oh no.
Poor Ig. Poor Ig. She's gonna fuck around and she's actually gonna get Ella Messina. Maybe that's what she wants.
What do you mean? She's gonna.
You have no knowledge of this.
I know. I'm just saying though, like as me.
Bob, you can definitely glean what she said, though.
Yeah.
All right. You're back.
I feel
You're
really
arriving
bad
about
now.
this time. And Antonio has gone and gotten a trench coat for Ignacio. It barely fits over his shoulders. And he says, I'm not to add to a Ninja Turtles out on the city stereotype, but he puts a fedora on top of him as well. Just to help you until you get the hang of things.
He likes Ninja Turtles.
Excellent.
Isn't this what that guy in the cartoon wore? And then Bob's like sitting there trying to remember, like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Wow, this seems really familiar.
I hate to break up the nostalgia trip, but Tony, we have some white vans circling around the area. They're not looking at this building right now, but they're in the area.
Any reason, or are they just patrolling?
There seems to have been some incident at the jazz club. They've got police tape surrounding there.
That wasn't one of us, was it?
Wasn't me.
I'm saying
That I
shit.
wouldn't know.
Okay. Well,
But we need to be
we need
careful.
we need to break this up then.
Yes. But
I know of where the prince speaks. She'll probably forget to even tell you. A night. You understand? She has a lot of things on her mind. One moment. And he goes and gets a notepad and he writes down an address for you and hands it to you should you need it. And I understand you have your own facilities, but should you need it,
Okay.
it's in Mid-City. Mr. Stokely, this is a few blocks away from where he is. This is 3 or 4 houses down from Mr. Stokely. I would assume you would want to be close.
Yes.
And this is for you, a nice, quiet place. No one will bother you unless you need someone to talk to.
Is it close to them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh,
'cause
he's
I was actually
Dad, you're leaving.
I was actually in the 9th district, so I'm assuming I
Yeah.
was somewhere close to like the border of where they were. So
Yeah. Yeah, you're in Lower Ninth Ward.
Yeah,
you're,
That's
pretty
you're
far
very
from
close to where
Mid-City.
they
Yeah,
were.
okay.
Yeah. Mid-City is, if you have your maps, Monica has one she can show you.
It's pretty far west.
It's pretty far west.
what happens in
Mine's in my folder.
That's all right. I'll give it to you. It's right Right there.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where that is.
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah.
you guys are.
So, Andre is just going to say, before we split off, we need to have one last meeting. So we either need to go to one of these houses and have the meeting there, or
We can always go back to my room.
I mean, we need to pack a few
We have-
essentials before we vacate.
then
Can we talk while you guys are packing? Or
Yes, of course.
Let's do that.
okay. I was thinking about my meeting with Cathrine Morrell, and I think I may have come up with an idea to possibly kill two birds with one stone. Since we have a Sierra and a Dutch issue, as well as Cathrine Morrell, what I'm going to suggest is that I have Winston call me in the afternoon around the time that our daytime meeting is supposed to happen. And I'm going to call her and tell her that I'm on my way to Baton Rouge because I have a tenant who hasn't paid me enough rent and I need to get that last payment. This tenant owns a tarot shop. It would be Iris. I'm going to tell her that I can't make it to that meeting because I have an emergency situation. And I'm going to insinuate that Iris is in Baton Rouge. And if prompted, I'm going to say that she may be going under the name Sierra Rojas.
Intriguing, Mr. Ducard.
And then I'm going to reschedule the meeting for the nighttime
Yes.
and discuss that and discuss her plans. Whatever the meeting in the afternoon was supposed to be about, we'll have that meeting and I'll just keep throwing hints her way.
Assuming she doesn't tear ass to Baton Rouge if she thinks I'm there.
I have a question to ask about some knowledge that I would have. If
Sure.
Would Bob know that there would be any repercussions about amongst other vampires about using the SI against? Because I mean, he's kind of
Yeah, you have how many dots in your Camarilla stuff?
the Camarilla.
Your merit,
Your status.
your
4.
status. You know that if they are still claiming Camarilla, that would be a big, big mistake. If they are not, all's fair in love and war.
Would the fuck you that they sent to the prince be considered a no?
Likely that would be considered something to, probably no one would be surprised if that happened.
Well, and they ran to an anarch-controlled city, too.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. And they said,
And
"Fuck those
Sierra
guys."
was never Camarilla to begin with.
Oh,
She was.
Yeah.
Yes. But she
thought
just
I
signed her
was-
own
She didn't
death.
like
she,
it.
she signed her own death sentence just now if she's defected completely.
remember, because
I
she was
thought-
blood bonded to Dutch.
Yes.
That was her price for
Yes,
getting in.
she
And she
was Camarilla.
sacrificed her
She
sire.
talked about playing their games and, going along to get
She
along.
didn't like being a part of
She
it.
didn't
but
like
she
being a
was.
part of it, but she wanted to win. And the Sabbat was a losing proposition.
I thought it was part of trying to get to Camarilla, and then I ended up being the first one to actually
No.
be Camarilla.
So-
No.
Okay.
So Bob would assume though is that with the fuck you, with the going to Baton Rouge, that she was no longer considered.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody would begrudge you
Okay.
if, especially because the prince said, do what you want. They're not, I don't recognize them as having any authority anymore. She's been banished and he has been stripped of his title.
Okay.
So,
All right. I'm just making sure that
Yeah, no.
we didn't.
Yeah.
But, and I feel like Bob would have known
yeah.
all that.
Yeah. And so, with that in mind, the rest of the other ideas that I had was that, Bob, if you would like to kind of watch the headquarters during the meeting to see if she has any backup hanging out on a rooftop or anything like that to kind of see how alone she is when she comes to these meetings. And then
We can certainly sweep the area.
yeah, we could sweep the area of that. And then I'm going to have that conversation with her. And is there a way any of us can glean any information out of her secretly? She knows I can dominate. There's no way that I'm going to be able to pull that off. Well, no way, but it's going to be more difficult. If we have a more covert way, it would be more beneficial.
I have my ways. I don't know how to roleplay that Malkavian clan trait. I don't know how to say, like, oh, sometimes when people say things, I just know shit, because it's really just a game mechanic.
Yeah.
So out of character, it's, what is it that you got?
It's called It's All Connected, isn't it?
And so you can get like a bunch of information out of
Once
two
per
people
game,
talking.
I can give her a random. She can ask if for a premonition or something like that, and I can give her
Is
something.
that what
she
comes?
can ask about something. She can.
Is that
Well,
what?
no, that premonition is my Auspex power. We were asking about the Malkavian clan trait that was, I think, in the new book.
Oh well, you'd have to have bought it.
You gave it to her
Oh, did I?
at character creation.
Oh, okay.
She has it.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
it's
everything is
it's
connected.
It's the Coterie merit. It's in the player's guide.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Did I give that to everyone?
You gave it
No.
to me? I got
You
three.
gave it to her, and then you gave me.
Oh, that's right.
You gave
That's
us different
right.
things.
Okay. Yes. So how that works, it's a little weird. You will try to do something with her premonition, and she gets to roll the dice.
I thought I add to the dice pool.
We'll have to look it up in that
Yeah.
book, but it does something weird where you have to roll or something like that. You have to contribute in some way. It's the clan or coterie merits or something like
It's
that.
a Coterie merit.
Yeah.
It's on page 183,
Thank you.
or at least it's 183 on the PDF.
Everything is connected. Sorry for the dead air.
Oh, you're fine.
We could always
You can
mark
just
it.
cut
And
this
Yeah,
out.
I'll mark it. There we go. It's marked. Dead air. Take this out.
Okay, once per session, Malkavian has the ability to let another member of their coterie substitute one skill pool for another of their choice that they possess in a test involving gathering information.
Okay.
It says then the Oracle is able to interpret the results, gaining
Yes,
the same
that's right.
information.
You roll. She gives you a new pool to roll, the best pool, but I tell her what's determined.
Right.
That's how it works. Okay.
Yep.
And so then, in terms of gathering information, it would be like, I would substitute like, what, insight or something?
Whatever would make sense to
Is it
give you the
with
best
one of my
bonus.
pools, or just he
His
replaces
pool.
his pools?
Yeah, it's his
Okay.
pools.
So could he do like strength instead of strength and
It has to make
Oh, okay.
sense, but if he's got like, if I
It's
say
Malkavian. It doesn't have to make sense. That's preposterous.
if he's got better wits than intelligence or something like that, we flop those. When you look at the physical, mental, social pools, it could be like if I was like, okay, well, you need to give me wits plus occult. It could be, well, could I do intelligence plus investigation? I have way better than that, and it's like, yeah, you could, and then that would use her ability.
So, my resolve is higher than both my intelligence and wits.
Yeah, so it could be something like that.
Yeah, because you would be like, you're really trying to dig and get this information. Like
Yeah.
you're trying to subtly probe her. and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case, would Iris need to be in the room for that?
Nope.
She doesn't?
She will get the information, but she'll still have to be able to tell you somehow.
I'll tell you after. I have to be able to hear the information.
Yeah.
So if we're doing the thing
So
where
she
like
would technically have to be
In this particular situation, yes.
no, because we were gonna say that Vicenta has heightened hearing because Iris is gonna be Sorry, listeners, we planned this out in the chat. Well, Iris is too scared to be in the same room as Morrell, so she would prefer to be out. Vicenta said I could use my heightened senses and just relay to you what she's saying. Would that work?
Yeah.
Like,
And
we'd be in the building. We wouldn't necessarily be in the same room.
I understand.
Like,
Yeah,
they
that's
may
kind of
be in
weird
the-
if we're mopping the same spot for an hour.
We'll just have
Right.
we'll have to roll the bones and see what they say. But yes, I mean, whatever you want to try, you can try.
So
Okay.
in RP, then, if she says that there's something, I can help with that, then I'm going to suggest that they use their powers to covertly be in the headquarters without Morrell knowing.
Okay. Yeah, I would prefer...
Especially Iris.
Yes.
Because we were putting her practically in the lion's den.
Yeah. So I don't want to be right next to her. I mean, she won't recognize me, but...
I can always listen and then relay the information to
It's
you.
either that or you don't have to come do this.
I need to hear what she says, and if we want to find out anything she's trying to keep from us, I think it's best that I'm there in some capacity. I can be hidden. I'm just going to be
Antonio's been
scared.
cleaning this entire time. The prince is not anywhere to be seen. I just want y'all to...
Oh, did she leave?
She went off to discuss with him and didn't come back up.
Okay. All right.
We're in...
Yeah, we're in one of the
You're in
rooms.
rooms. Okay, I didn't hear specify where y'all went.
Yeah, we're in one of them. We're packing up.
We're like in the hallway and
Okay.
around while they're
Sure,
gathering shit, I'm gathering shit, and
Yeah.
we're just kind of talking.
Ig is just over in the corner flexing his hand and looking at himself and wiggling his toes and, like still trying to move the wings on the back and just being like, what the fuck? Like you could see him.
She's kind of
No.
grinning because it's kind of cute.
She's gonna fuck this girl.
Oh, great. Now the fan art begins.
Please don't do that. Do not do that, listeners. No.
There's a risk, but we could probably bug your campaign headquarters. I mean, don't let's let.
I'm sorry.
I was trying to get past that.
Yeah.
There's a risk.
Whoa.
Piggyback right off that.
I see where your mind was stuck on.
Yeah. We're trying to have this big scheming plan, and she's
Sorry.
Yeah, all
just
you're
thinking
thinking
about.
about
Sorry.
is how veiny things are going to be in that fan art.
He could wrap his wings
This is
around
why
you when
we
you
are the two
hug.
dads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we're the two dads.
I meant his arms. They're muscly.
She's over there thinking about Ing. I'm thinking about Tony C. We're a little distracted, but we're listening.
Yeah, we're just being told what to do anyway.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's not like we're the masterminds of any of these
No.
plans.
We just have useful skills.
Right.
Yeah, just point us where to go, boss. Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
So, what was Bob saying?
Okay, so Bob says there's a risk, but we could probably bug it, but she might have ways of detecting surveillance equipment. I mean,
well,
maybe she would
Would that
assume
work
that it
with
would already be.
Mr. Ducard's
oh,
Yeah, that might
specialty?
that
yeah,
might be an
maybe
issue.
him just being there could interfere with anything she has,
it's-
technology-wise.
I don't know.
I would
if it
prefer
works
not
that
to
way, but
to do it because there's no telling what we'll
It's
get
like-
from Bob.
Yeah, he fucks up my phone when he's too close.
Well,
I could say something real sassy, but I'm not gonna, because it's sensitive
at
right
least
now.
get static.
well, I mean,
Like that, yeah.
No, be quiet about that.
Why?
He's just casually mentioning phone. And
Right.
We could
I
interpret
mean,
that as
it
before.
could have been in the
It's
past.
But
tense.
basically,
Yeah,
Vicenta's
it's
just
not now.
paranoid.
You're right. You're right.
You are too paranoid.
No shit.
the other
Look at
part
you.
of that,
Fucking gargoyle.
Yeah, exactly.
if
Fucking gargoyle.
You're very handsome.
if I'm going to tell her that
He's like, oh my god. Sorry, Andre. I
if I'm
apologize.
going to tell her that Sierra Rojas is Iris and Iris is Sierra Rojas, she's gonna start looking. Now, I can have Winston do some things. I planned on having Winston help me procure, either investigate or procure some property, a potential tarot card or tarot store that's in Baton Rouge. I'm sure there's one, but that's what's needed to be investigated.
Ooh.
And then
Ig, you can help him with the accounting.
Okay, sure.
It's funny imagining him typing.
No, he's when he was Hakata, he sat there and he said, I didn't do the dead shit. It's go shit. You're always going on about go shit. But then what is he? He is a
Forensic accountant.
He is a forensic accountant. I'm just saying. The
So we
threads
could
were
get
all there.
We could get Sierra's name on the books, or Iris's, of this shop.
if I tell her that Iris is under the name Sierra Rojas, and Sierra Rojas has a tarot store in her name, knowing what they think of you going from one city to another doing the same thing, it's possible they may just think you just changed your name and
Finally
didn't consider
wised up.
anything else.
Yeah, we definitely need a paper trail, though.
Yep.
We need a paper trail.
Yeah, she needs to believe this was on her own. You probably just, when you reschedule the meeting, you probably just need to be like, yes, I have this really spacey tarot owner in Baton Rouge.
No, you skipped town.
You skipped town after the building burned down.
You
Yes,
still
exactly.
owed rent.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna name drop me, and
I'm
then
not going to.
okay. I'm just saying that if you use the Sierra name, let her figure it out.
If I name drop her, if I name drop, it's going to be at the night meeting.
Okay.
But anyways, that is the gist of the plan. Any questions? Anybody have any thoughts?
Could we get some information from Robert Carter's ghost?
Certainly.
That is the plan.
I definitely think we need to do that.
I would love to know what he has to say.
Then you will meet me at the campaign headquarters, and I give like an address or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
After we talk to our dearly deceased Mr. Carter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to reschedule the meeting
Okay.
for some
what time?
I'm going to tell her I'm not going to be able to get back from Baton Rouge until around 10 o'clock.
Yes.
What will Ig be doing in this plan? Anything? Besides typing hilariously? No offense, Ig. Obviously, he can't be out and about, but...
He kind of looks at his hand.
We can have Ella Maria help you type.
He needs to learn how to do it on his own. No.
Well, you can do it yourself.
He just kind of keeps... He's processing so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we still going to have someone send a text message on the burner phone from Baton Rouge?
Out of
or
character, Vicenta will probably think about that on her own, but she may do that at a later time so that it's not
Yeah,
all
suddenly I hear
together.
this.
We're trying to RP an entire group chat we have.
Sorry,
so
sorry.
it makes sense in the story.
Here's the question. Because I am fine either way y'all want to do this. How much of this do y'all want to plan out, and how much do you want a montage of things falling in place?
I would love to montage a ton of it to get to the real meat and potatoes.
I'd like
Okay.
to montage, like, getting into the hospital, because isn't that how we have to find Carter? 'Cause,
He
like,
knows
his
where
daughter's-
Carter's daughter. I do want to RP.
Yeah, we should RP,
I want to RP the
dealing with
meeting,
Robert.
but I
Right.
want to montage
Yeah.
getting there. Like,
Yeah.
how are we going to get into this? How
so
are we going
I'm
to find
thinking,
that?
do you want a montage buying this property, getting
Yes.
things on the list, all that
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to montage certain parts of the meeting that happened, or you want to do the whole thing?
like the
the
rescheduled meeting?
the actual meeting with Morrell.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like I would want to
I want to roleplay that.
RP
Yeah.
Okay. I was just
yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to know
What
how
about the-
much we need to cover. I got it.
What
I
about
got
the
an
phone
idea
call? What about the phone call?
Yeah, the phone call during the day because Andre's
Yeah.
going to have Winston wake him
Yeah,
up early.
we'll handle that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So that's the first thing, right?
First thing is ghosts. Or, calling and rescheduling, right?
It is late.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Yeah,
we're
we do that
getting
tomorrow.
our
I'm
we're
not-
getting
I'm
our
not-
essentials and we got to get to our new houses.
Yeah, that's what we're doing
Yeah,
tonight.
so now we can montage all that
Yeah.
too.
Well, that we can. You gather up your stuff, but you're still going to have to get out of this building unseen.
Fuck.
Right.
With all my shit.
Is there a back entrance?
Yes, there is.
Oh yeah, I assume you tell us. Oh, did you
I'm-
tell us that somebody was what?
Question.
Oh, that's right. You did. Yeah.
Can Winston and Kiki load our shit up into 2 different vehicles and then those that can obfuscate out?
Yeah, I'm gonna mask.
And then I will change clothes again for no reason whatsoever.
All right.
So who else can obfuscate other than me and Bob and
Me.
Ig?
Me.
Okay,
But
so
I'm
it's
gonna
just
Everybody but
But the
But-
person that killed somebody and stuffed him in a fucking sewer.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to make the 4 of them roll.
I know.
However,
I know.
I'll give you a bonus because you have a tool, which is you're changing your outfit and trying to stay hidden. So I'll give you an extra dice for that.
Okay.
But you need to give me Dex plus Stealth.
Okay. I don't have stealth.
I should really have put more points in
Monica, it's
obfuscate so I
still
can
this
just walk
night.
out with her.
I thought it was once per session.
Oh, is it?
It's once per session.
Oh.
to do what?
She needed help with her roll, and I was gonna help her out, but it's once per session. I can't. Sorry. You're gonna have to.
Yeah. Can I use
Oh,
heightened
for that-
senses before I even exit to
That's for everything that's
time it.
connected.
Yes.
for when they are not even there? Okay.
Yep. So I'll lower the difficulty for that.
Okay. Do I need to make that roll first?
Nope.
Okay.
Unless it requires a blood surge
It doesn't require a blood surge, but it does.
or arouse.
I add
sorry.
my auspex to the detection
Okay.
roll.
Yeah. No, you won't need to. I'm
Okay.
just going to make it less difficult because you're doing that.
Okay. I may have to blood surge again, but then I'm at hunger 3, and then I'm right back where I started. But I've only got 2 dice,
Your call.
and if I'm messy critical, I'm only rolling 2 red dice. And Tony's not gonna let me stay.
You haven't asked.
Oh, I'm not gonna send Ig to the new house and me just like have to stay there.
Maybe y'all could just stay for the night
Did you
if I'm
fail?
leaving.
Did you
That
just fail
helps.
your roll?
No, I haven't rolled yet. I'm trying to think of.
There's no harm in asking. I mean,
Yeah, but then he's gonna be like, "Why do you need to stay?" Oh, because I'm the one that.
Just say you can't obfuscate, and Ig's new at it. You don't think
Bob,
you
you
can get
can't
out
take
safely
people,
on this
can you?
night.
Nope. That
Just be like, hey, since there's a presence outside, could we stay one more night? Because while our friends have ways of getting out, we
mean-
don't.
I took Winston, but it took a crazy amount of successes. I think it was,
yeah, it's just a icing on the cake.
I
Yeah.
know what I'm gonna do. I need a big suitcase.
Okay.
Are you going to put Ig in it and carry it? Because that's not going to work, and he can't
No,
walk out of there
I'm
with
he's
his
going
gonna
to
suitcase.
put myself
self in it.
into it.
What about
and
Ig?
Ig's gonna carry it.
He's a fucking gargoyle.
Winston can carry it, or Kiki can carry
He
it.
looks like Raphael right now. He's
I
in
know,
a
I'm just saying,
trench
like-
coat and hat.
when I'm done, they're gonna be able to lift it. Okay.
Just stay the night.
And I'm at hunger 3. Shit.
All right.
That's okay.
All right.
Hang on.
Hunger 3.
Resolve plus Oblivion.
man, I really should have got Cloak the Gathering.
Yeah.
You can always go back and take it.
I don't have enough points to get to level 5.
So level 1. Yeah. I'm fine. I do it. I shrivel up. Mask of Death.
Okay.
I am the tiniest skeletal corpse you've ever seen.
So now if someone gets caught,
So you
they're
get
caught
in
with
it
a
and do
corpse
that.
in a suitcase.
Yeah.
I mean, if Winston's human,
Yeah. So I'm sure you're conveying this plan. So she's like, we just need some corpses.
Bob and Andre see what Iris was going on about shrinking.
Yeah. So, yeah, she
Can I take
does this.
Can
Yes,
I
you could
take her
yes.
with and just cloak?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
could.
want Winston
You
to have to
could.
carry a
could.
fucking suitcase.
You
and
could
then-
with a shriveled up husk of a vampire.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can. So go ahead and give me your check with your shadow stuff. And then you guys make your obfuscate stuff, your checks.
You said we didn't have to roll for it.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
I'm only rolling because I'm
Because he
carrying
has to do
her.
the luggage. Yeah, that makes sense.
1, 2, 1, 2. It's stealth, dex 3. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah,
Damn.
no problem.
Shit, you didn't even have to be in the suitcase. I probably could have got it again.
Yeah, no, you get it into the car, no problem. Throw it in the trunk.
I literally throw it in the trunk.
Yep. And away you go to your respective locations. I guess Ig is riding with you. He obfuscates and it's fine. And gets in the back of the car, stays hidden, not saying a word. And off you go to your new homes. You arrive in a historic district of New Orleans. The trolley car runs through here, as a matter of fact. But what there aren't are touristy places, things that would attract people from outside the city. This is very much a middle-class neighborhood. Blending in is the order of the day. So,
Yay.
at least for all the homes and the people living there, you know, it's trying to keep that old New Orleans feel. And you are all within maybe 2 blocks of each other, but you're all given temporary residences. Bob, yours is, you are told on, you know, on your note there's scribbled, go through the storm door on the bottom floor.
Okay.
Yours just says house empty. Yours says you'll like it. And yours says just has a heart next to it.
Oh, I wanted to roleplay saying goodbye to Tony C. I forgot.
We're gonna go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Basically, she's just gonna do a little flirt, but say like, "I didn't know you had a little edge to you," and sincerely thank him for letting her stay, and then maybe do a hug. That's it. We don't have to roleplay it.
He
No,
hugs
you can
back.
roleplay it.
Yay!
Yeah, he hugs you back. And as you hug, he whispers in your ear, he's like, I will miss you.
Aw, he's still my
It is-
foster though, right?
It is, yes. He says, it is not often that I have someone that understands the ways that the unseen world works. And I appreciated your company. You were a true friend. And
Aw.
he says, but one last word. I would ask that you watch Ignacio closely, and if you see signs of change in his demeanor, please let me know.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll still visit.
We'll arrange things.
Okay, cool.
Something I didn't catch earlier. We all had to move.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. They're
Well-
not letting any of you stay where you were. They said you could go back where
Yeah.
you wanted, but they gave you the option for one.
They gave you another
Right.
place
Yeah.
too.
I'm
You
at
don't
least
have to go there. You're dropping them off.
Yeah, I'm at least gonna might scope my place out.
Right.
Depending on how much
That's
time
for when
I
you
got,
and
but-
Amber get married and you
Oh.
have to settle in the burbs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pull up to a multi-story old Victorian home. There is a family cemetery attached to
This
the side
is
of it.
Vicenta and Ig, by the way.
Yes.
I'm like peeking out through a slit in the.
No, you're not, because you're in the trunk.
No, when I get out.
When you get out.
When he's,
All right,
when
a
he's
skeletal
getting
finger.
out, I'm like peeking through.
Yours, you can hear people moving
This is
around
Bob.
upstairs, Bob. But there it is. It seems like the top floor is occupied, but this is just a storage area that it looks like is not used all that often. It's not that they thought less of you. It's just it gives you a cover, and they know you can slip it in and out without being detected.
Okay.
So you're this family's Babadook.
Yeah, pretty much. You're the boogeyman living in the basement.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Jeez, what about his business?
He still
Yeah.
has it.
Okay.
Weren't we concerned that the SI was kind of onto it and that's why he hasn't gone back? Or did he meet Kiki
He was just being
thereafter?
very paranoid.
Yeah, I was just being overly paranoid.
we don't
Overly
know yet.
protective, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Yours
Me.
is the nicest one.
Fuck yeah.
Naturally.
It's this probably been totally redone home. It keeps that old world charm, but it's been redone from the ground up. And, it's 2 stories. Somebody running a tarot shop could not afford this.
Yeah.
And
Oh, good. Good cover. Good thinking, Prince.
yeah,
Sweet.
I have a quick question.
uh-huh.
I didn't actually have to blood surge, and I didn't roll the blood surge when I rolled my shit.
Okay.
Can I get that
Yeah,
hunger
it's
taken
fine.
back off?
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. If you don't have to punish yourself, it's okay.
I just realized I didn't even use it when I rolled.
It's fine. You totally can. That's all right. So these are your places.
Wait, what was my place one more time? It was
Yours,
just a regular
yours is
ass
just
house.
yours is just a regular looking house. It's nothing to speak of one way or the
Yeah.
other, but it is unoccupied. There's no lights on in it or anything, but there's no for sale sign or anything
it.
either.
Yeah. I just drive past him like, "Pff, okay, just drive back.
I could buy this neighborhood if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Andre, before you and Winston leave, after you drop them off, Vicenta gives you an address and asks you to pick up an individual named Ella Maria and to bring her back to the house with some things. You can do it in the daytime. You don't have to do it tonight. If Winston could do that.
Yeah, I guess I can have him do that in the morning.
Yeah, sure.
You got a busy day ahead of you, Winston.
Yeah, I need to get to bed, huh?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I forget Winston has to sleep.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Yeah. Sure, Ella Maria. Yeah. You have an address or anything?
She gives it to
Yeah,
him.
Okay. So, sorry, folks. We had a little interruption, family emergency there. Nothing major. But just wanted to let you know because it took a little time. We may not be coming back exactly after this edit right on the cue. But you guys have all got your houses. You've seen them. You know where you are. We taking the rest for the night, or is there anything else that you wanted to do? And keep in mind that it's only a few hours until the sun will start to come up.
I need to have a conversation with Kiki, but other than that, before she leaves.
Sure. Yeah. So actually, you would probably ride with her, so
Yeah.
we can go back in time a little bit. And,
Okay.
And before you pull up, she'll take you there.
Winston's going to sleep, so we can pick up Ella Maria in the morning and
Okay.
all that
You
stuff.
call her Ella
arrange.
Marina.
Ella
And
Marina.
arrange
Yeah.
the meetup and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get in the car and you stay obfuscated. And,
Yeah, until we're away,
Right,
and then
right.
I would talk and say, so I've got some news. We can proceed with the plan to make you like me, but
okay.
I need eyes, and you're going to need eyes too in the day. We need people we can trust. Do we have anyone we can trust?
I guess me, right?
For now. If you know of anyone that might not totally be useless and not freak out about some of this stuff.
I freaked out about this stuff.
I know.
Not really, but I could start to be more observant in that way. You know, it was me for the longest time. And, okay. This isn't going to just keep happening, is it, Bob?
No. If
This is it, really and truly.
this is it.
Okay. And she reaches out, you know, as she's driving and grabs your hand and gives it a squeeze. She says, "Thank you."
By the way, do you remember Ignacio?
Yeah, the Italian guy.
Yeah, he's a fucking gargoyle now. No shit either. He's just a gargoyle.
What?
I don't know.
Did you want to be one of those? Or?
How does that work?
I don't know. You should see him, but just a warning, he's pretty fucking freaky now.
She looks kind of cuts you side eyes.
Yeah, as he's got like this huge scar and like half of an ear.
Right.
And,
Coming from you. Okay.
He's got wings, and then he just like he probably like rattles on some
Yeah.
stuff as they go, and they finally get there. He's like, we need to tomorrow night. We're going to surveil. We're going to go meet Carter's daughter. No, I'm not going to. Not going to do that. We need her for something else. But we also need to surveil and make sure that we're the only ones watching. What was this? Butch, what was his last?
Rollins.
Yeah, Butch Rollins campaign headquarters. We're apparently Andre's in with him, and we need to.
We're having a meeting with Kath.
Yeah, we need to surveil that area. We're gonna have a meeting with someone named Cathrine Morrell, who I don't know if I've told you, but she's.
Yeah, I know. Careful.
I'm gonna need you to help there by keeping an eye on the outside.
Okay. Yes. What time is that meeting?
I think they said 10 o'clock
A.M.?
p.m.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Please get some rest.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, I'm going to go do that. And here's your place.
This is weird.
Lights are on.
They told me to go underneath in the storm drain, storm center, storm something. I don't know.
Oh, storm door.
Yeah.
Do you mean Storm Cellar?
Yeah. Okay.
Just be careful tonight. Make sure,
Yeah, you too. Don't make much noise.
or maybe I'll make a lot of noise.
Okay. Yeah, those kids are heart attack. They're our kids. Our old lady. Whatever. Okay. Well, I can't think straight right now. I've been up a long time. I'm going to go get some rest.
And I would go to the thing.
All right. As you're going out, she's like, "Bob, I mean it. Thank you."
Of course, it was always the plan.
She just kind of nods and drives off. Any other business before we roll to the next night?
Just trying to comfort Ig.
Okay.
I am telling Winston to wake me up.
Okay.
To try to wake me up so I can call her,
Inside.
make that phone call.
Okay. And he says, "Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do my best." So what are you saying to Ig?
Oh, I just meant in general, like
Oh.
as they go to sleep.
Montage.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just like, you know, he seems okay, but it's weird. I mean, I feel like I'm puppeting this thing. It's me. I feel, I touch, everything's there, but
I actually can understand completely.
I figured you could. Yeah. Does that get better?
Yes, over time.
That's good.
It does.
Ig happy about that.
Shut the fuck up, Ig. You're not funny.
That's what she says. That's exactly what she says.
He goes, "You're right." But that's gone, I promise.
And she
I
just
think it
holds him.
died.
He
But
said
I think it wanted to.
he said he was at peace.
That's good. I think that's maybe why I don't feel that so much now.
Huh?
Was he saying he was suicidal?
Seems so.
Well, she just cries that shit. She's
I don't, and he kind of stops. He goes, "I don't mean that I would. It just there felt like something in my heart didn't want to be here. It was hard to explain, but I don't feel that now."
Well, I'm sorry you had to suffer by yourself.
Well, I wasn't suffering by myself. It's hard to explain. But it's not suffering anymore, like you said, I guess, right?
Correct. He said thank you before he went.
That's good. Yeah. That helps. Well, I'm going to go perch on the roof.
No, you're not. Get in the
Can
bed.
I perch on the roof?
No, you know what? I don't know about gargoyles in the sun. Let's not. You're still a kindred.
Yeah.
You don't need to burst into flames on the roof.
Okay.
Just get in the bed.
No, I can get on the... I could do it.
Ig.
I could... Hold on.
Oh my God. I know you can get on the roof. But why do you want to stay there all day?
Well, look. Oh. And he kind of starts to touch the wood on the floor. And he's like, "What is this?" And he sinks into the wood.
What?
It's like gone. You just see his body like slowly meld into the wood.
I wondered how you didn't burn up during the day.
And he doesn't reply or say anything.
Oh.
But because he's asleep.
Right. Well, she just accepts that. And she gets settled in, breaks out a notebook, and starts writing.
Okay.
Blood for the brother. Or revenge for the lovers. Blood for the brother. Honor for the mother, and a will to break. Over and over and over again.
And the little voice inside your head says, "Well, you got what you wanted. You don't have to keep doing the same repetitive shit over and over."
It's not you doing it.
I didn't say it was. Is it you too?
It's her.
No, it's not. Stop. It's you thinking it's her.
No.
She's dead.
It's Eidolon is who Vicenta's talking about.
Okay.
Not Ella Messina. The Eidolon. Your favorite counterpart.
Fuck them.
Yes. Hush, hush.
Tell him shut up. It's over. You can rest now. You got what you wanted. You can hop out of that body. Go visit your family.
But I can't.
You can. They're in a hole. Let's just go. It's a really neat place full of candy and toys and puppies. Ella Messina's down there. She's going to tell you all her plans.
I
And
don't.
you'll know all the secrets.
Yes, that's what you said during that little passion play of yours. Very
And I was right.
creative. No, Ella Messina's gone.
Well, you'll be down there soon enough. You fucking pissed off your family now. They're going to be coming for you. And they're going to burn that pretty little stone boy up.
No,
Dig him right out of the floor.
no, they don't know about him.
Well, they will.
No, they may put a stake through her heart, and then you and me will be stuck for another 1,000 years.
I got time. You don't.
As I said, hush, hush. She just writes over and over and over.
All right. So, it is the next day. You all, with the exception of you, Adam, will recover your willpower because you are trying to be roused awake by Winston at about 9:45 a.m.
Is that when the
Or
meeting?
no, sorry. It was about 10:45. It was going to be an 11 o'clock, like midday meeting.
Yeah, whenever the meeting, I'm sure Morrell gave me whenever the meeting was
Right.
supposed
Yeah,
to
it was
be.
supposed to be a lunch meeting. So he's trying to wake you up in plenty of time to make a cancellation that doesn't sound desperate.
Yes.
And so you will need to give me a willpower check. What is it?
Fingers crossed.
Oh, fingers crossed.
I want this to work.
You don't have to roll the red. It's just black.
Yeah, it's just black on this.
Okay, so I used one, so I got 4, I guess.
Yep.
2.
That's enough. You awake. Very groggily, not real happy, but now you got to give me a rouse check.
I'm hungry.
Okay. What's your hunger at now?
2.
Okay. Winston is staring there at you kind of back, and he's holding an old-timey alarm clock, but it's still going, even though it's just mechanically wound. And he's like, time to get up. You got to make the call.
Oh my God, I did not consider how he was going to wake Andre up.
Get that shit out of my face right now.
I poked you and prodded you for like 5 minutes.
I grab the alarm clock and I throw it against the wall.
Fair enough.
Oh, I haven't done this in a long time.
Well, the blinds are closed, but still be careful. And he kind of points over the corner where light still kind of seeps through here and there. And he's just be aware.
Yeah.
Don't move. I'll go get the phone.
Okay.
And he goes and grabs the phone and it makes the call. And it rings. Cathrine Morrell picks up.
Catherine.
Yes.
Hi, it's Andre. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Descartes. I'm on our way. I'm going to be on our way soon for the lunch. Are we still good?
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it today. I have to make an emergency run to Baton Rouge. I have a tenant.
I can't hardly hear you.
Yeah, reception's really bad. You know how it gets. You know how it gets there.
Okay.
I have a tenant that I need to collect some rent for. She's some tarot card owner. She skipped town, and now I gotta get her back. I gotta get the money back. I'm kind of doing this better, than what
I know
what
I'm
doing right
I understand. Yeah, it's fine.
Yep. I'm so sorry. I should be possibly getting back around 10 o'clock or so. We'll see. I'm not sure.
10 o'clock tonight?
Yes, yes. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's a whole process. I wish I could be back sooner. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Sure. I can meet with you tonight. But I could do 9. I have to get home before that. That's a little too late for me.
9 o'clock it is. That works great.
Meet me, and she gives you a name of a restaurant that I can't pull out of my butt fast enough. So she gives you one,
No, it's okay. How about we meet at the headquarters?
Okay, sure. No one will be there.
No, if anything, it's cleaning crew.
Oh, okay.
But we'll keep the door shut. It's gonna be okay.
Oh. All right. I'll see you then.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, she wanted to meet in a public place.
This cleaning crew.
All right.
Who knows? Maybe you go and it's like, oh, I forgot there was some
And you
volunteers.
can go back to sleep if you'd like.
Yeah. What does she need to be in a public place for anyways? The bitch showed up.
She's a woman.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that
I
is
mean-
the simplest
I guess that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
to be
Yeah, that's
fair,
true.
I mean, maybe she's paranoid.
Sorry,
about
I'm thinking
Elsa,
about vampires. I'm not thinking about real world.
But I
I didn't want to be reminded of that.
I'm just.
That doesn't happen in these games.
But she picked Cafe Du Monde
Last
originally, which is like a huge tourist area. Lots
Very
of
high
people.
profile.
Right. You know, I don't know. Maybe on your way to the meeting at 9, text her and be like, "Oh, I forgot. There's going to be volunteers like doing whatever volunteer work they do for a campaign. It's getting close. Is that going to be okay, or do we need to meet at a different place?"
No. Just keep going with the plan.
Just go. Okay.
She said she's showing up. We're gonna do it.
She's texting back. She just says, "Can we reschedule for another day?"
Tell her I really am trying to hear these plans of hers.
Okay. He texts. She's saying she can meet you. There's a bar, but she'd rather meet in public.
I
If
mean,
we need to meet
could
in
do
public,
that.
then
I got Mask of 1,000 Faces. You've got
yeah, it's
Nothing.
Hood.
we'll meet.
I don't know.
Maybe
I mean, she
you
just,
will not be at
she
the
just
meeting.
says so nothing looks suspicious. A winky face.
Oh my God! Is
Oh.
she? Oh my God!
No. She just means politically. If she shows
Yeah.
up to his headquarters with no
Yeah.
one else there,
I
Yeah.
think she
The
has the
winky
hot.
face.
Yeah. People could think that she was trying to steal his money. Guy.
or
Oh, I thought
she's
she
supposed
had
to
the
be
hots for
non-partisan.
Andre.
I mean, that's what my mind went to
Well,
at the
yeah,
first.
the
but
winky
From it,
Yes.
what you will.
yeah.
Whatever the case is, yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to let us
I'll
know
meet
the
her.
plan changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then Winston,
Well, Winston can tell Ella Maria when he drops her off,
Yeah.
Yeah, because he still has to do that.
and then we're all meeting up anyway.
All right. Well, I'll
Okay.
get this taken care of. I'll go get her, Ella Medina or whatever.
Funky Coleman.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever Italian name. Okay.
Make sure you don't get Ella Messina or Ella Maria or Ella Mabia or Ella Messina.
Ella Medea.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Get some rest. Got a long night ahead of us.
Yeah, we do.
You see him reach in his pocket and pull out a little container. And he goes, "All right.
What's the container?
It's Coke.
Oh.
He's doing cocaine to stay up.
I mean, whatever he's got to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
you think
meth though,
Andre's
not meth.
I don't care.
Yeah,
Whatever
well-
he gets the job done.
Exactly, and you're giving him a raise, so
Yeah.
send his little ass running away. Let's go.
He
Yeah, but
doesn't.
you're not
He,
giving him coat money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well,
where is he getting that money
I
from?
don't know.
what? Maybe he just bought it when he said
Or
you
you
said you were
could
giving him a
ask.
raise.
Yeah, where'd you get that from?
I just sometimes whenever it's no offense, you have me doing stuff during the day as well as night. I have to do something
Yeah,
That's
that's
not what I
fine. Where'd you
asked.
get that from?
from a guy on the street.
How much you selling that for?
I think I've paid like $200 for this, and he holds up a little vial.
Are you getting extra income from somewhere?
No,
Is he lying? Can Audrey roll a bullshit roll?
absolutely.
He's
no,
groggy. Will it
I'm not
work?
gonna roll bullshit. I'm gonna stare right into his
Threaten
eyes
him.
and I'm gonna tell him, you tell me the truth right now.
No, honestly, I'm not. I sold some stuff to pay for it.
What'd you sell?
My soul.
Just my guitar.
Oh.
But I had to, I mean, you told me to work harder, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it. Prove that I can do this.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good on you.
Thanks.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Don't think it goes unnoticed as he goes to sleep.
Now get the fuck out. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back asleep.
I have to be a dick to my ghoul.
Yes.
That's what they are.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
assholes to their ghouls.
I know.
All right. Night falls, and you awake. Everybody, including you, now that you've rested, although
Yep.
you will have to make a second rouse check, you'll get your willpower back. It's the highest of resolve or composure.
I only lost one.
Then you'll
so-
get that one back.
Okay.
All right, and now you make your check.
I'm at hunger 3 now.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So it is a new night. What are we doing? What is the plans? And who's going to go first?
I think we're all going to try to meet at.
We were meeting at the hospital or at...
I thought we were all meeting and then going because we don't know where to go. You're the only one who knows where Carter's
I'm
daughter's at.
assuming that we would have met. We would have said that
Ella
we were going
Maria's
to meet
picking
at.
us all up. Let's just say that.
Yeah, she
I have-
does.
And I have to
Yeah.
feed.
Yeah. He's going to go eat something
All right.
before his little meeting because you don't want to be in that bar.
Right.
So, if you want to, we'll do this quick if you want. You're at 3, so you're not really in mega danger. So, this being the neighborhood that it is, there's a lady out walking dogs for rich people. And, just taking them out for their, strolls for people that, are even too lazy and too busy to take their dogs out at night, and give them exercise.
Yeah.
And she's taking care of that. You see her doing her thing. And since you have it under control, you could dominate her to say, hey, come here.
Yeah, I'm going to say, come here and bare your neck.
Yeah. And she does. You take her back behind a building where no one will see. Do what you need to do. It'll take 2 hunger from you.
Sweet.
And you lick the wound. Are you telling her anything else?
Forget.
All right. And she does. And walks off like nothing happened.
God, I love that.
Very convenient.
Definitely makes it easy.
At least I don't have to kill a jazz bass player.
Rest in peace, Carl.
There are perks to playing a socially powerful character. No doubt. All right. Anybody else get hungrier?
Nope.
All right. So she picks you all up individually. Inconspicuous, large family sedan. SUV with 3 rows of seats, blacked out windows, and you are all on the road. And she is driving.
Did we leave Ig at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we set him up so he can do the finance stuff?
He rose from the ground in the morning. You see him come out of the wood. Even having his skin looking the color of wood as he rises out of it, and it's just like that's wow.
Is that fun?
No,
Oh.
it's different. But I could do that anywhere.
That's neat.
Guess. Yeah. I've got to eat.
Oh dear.
I think I can handle it.
Ig.
I think I can handle it. This is going to be easy now. It doesn't hurt him anymore.
Do we know that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you going to come right back after you feed?
Maybe.
Ig.
Yeah, I'll be back. God.
Did he forge those documents?
She'll remind him.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll be back. I know I've got stuff to do. I know I do.
Please be careful.
No, I will. I've got to learn.
I know.
This is how it is.
I know. I just want you to be careful.
I will, Mom.
Oh, don't call me that.
Well, don't act like it.
Okay. And she gives him a kiss and tells him to be careful. And then she gets ready.
Okay. Off you go. And he'll do what he needs to do. I'll make some rolls for him. And you are having him forge documents for specifically because you know the plans better than I do.
The idea is to get Sierra Rojas's name on a tarot store
Gotcha.
in Baton Rouge.
Okay. Good to know. All right. So he'll start that process. It will not be an immediate thing. It will take some time to make that look right and to get the right documents in the right places. But
Yeah, well,
but it will take time. But he'll work.
yeah, I'm not gonna give up the game immediately. It's just one meeting right now.
Right. Right. Okay. So you're all in the car.
I mean, I'm sure Bob told Ella Maria where to go.
Was she in a hospital or was she?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I would tell whatever hospital.
Yeah. Yeah. So you all begin your journey. There is time to talk if y'all have anything you want to discuss, though.
She's given Ella Maria the rundown on Ig. You know, Uncle Ig is still Uncle Ig, but Uncle Ig looks a lot different now.
Okay.
Okay, do you remember when you were little and we used to watch that TV show Gargoyles?
What does this have to do with anything?
Well, your Uncle Ig looks like a gargoyle now. He looks a little bit like the Goliath.
Shut up. Stop.
I'm serious, my dear.
Okay. Well, we're here. It's Tulane Medical Center. Okay. Well, I'll.
I
be
put
sure.
on Mask of 1,000
Did somebody
Faces.
tell us that the meeting time had changed or?
It's about 7 right now.
No,
I thought we had Winston
'cause-
tell Ella Maria, and Ella Maria.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure. So she would convey it.
Okay.
Yes, and
Okay.
that the location had changed to this bar, and yeah.
I think I would ask Vicenta, or Bob would ask Vicenta, can you have her tell Shakitra the new details of the meeting?
Do you have a number?
Yes, the business number is whatever.
And she gives it to Ella Maria because Ella Maria can have a cell phone.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
And she just tells Ella Maria to, when you call her, just be very nonchalant. I know you can do it.
Nonchalant. Okay. So she's calling the hospital.
No, she's calling Kiki
Okay. I'm
so
sorry,
that
yeah.
Kiki knows the
Yeah,
meeting
the place
changed.
is now whatever the
Okay.
bar is.
All right. I got you. Okay. So she does. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So she calls and tells her, and she says, "Yeah, they're meeting here tonight."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. 9, I think. Yeah. 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure. Okay. She says she'll be there.
Thank you, sweetheart. And she gives him a kiss and they go on.
Okay. All right. So you're at Tulane. She is on the 3rd floor. You know the room. Adam, are you with them? You're not there, right?
No.
Nope.
Okay. So what are the 3 of you doing and how?
I would let them know I have
You're
to.
doing Mask of 1,000
Yeah.
Faces? Okay.
I'm
You have to
doing-
roll for it. Have you done it? Yep. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna unseen passage with Ghost in the Machine.
Okay.
Oh, I get hungrier.
All right.
3.
All right. And how are you going about?
I mean, they have visitors, don't they?
Yes.
I mean, most hospitals don't even have visitor hours anymore, do they?
No, not usually.
Okay.
You're well within the time.
Okay. Well, then I'm just a visitor.
Okay.
I'm paying my condolences. I mean, her father was just found brutally murdered.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just offering.
Okay. You can just go to the room.
Yeah.
For that matter.
Yep.
And they just watch you pass. You know, it's not a "What are you doing here?" And in you go. And she's there, and you know she's awake watching TV.
This
You
is
can
just
tell
my
she's
whole
in.
RP.
You can tell that she's probably, if she had not been getting help, she probably wouldn't be alive, because it looks like whatever it was pretty bad. But she's sitting up on her own, you know, and she's, you know, in a wheelchair, but it's because of how advanced it was, and it was in her spine. And, it's caused some issues.
Is there cameras in the...
I mean, they're on the hallways.
In the
and
hallway?
Stuff. Yeah, not in the room.
I do care a little bit. I'm a little moved
Okay.
by this image.
And she sees you and she's like, do I know you?
Are you... I'm sorry to bother you. Are you Officer Carter's daughter?
Yes, and I'll tell you what I told the other ones. I'm not fucking talking about it just so you can have a piece in your fucking stupid story.
No, I'm not a reporter. I'm sorry, my dear.
And who's that?
This is my cousin.
Whoa.
She said she's doing Mask of a Thousand Faces. She's there.
Yeah, I'm
oh,
a
yeah, that's
person.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. She did mask with not.
Right.
Okay.
This is my cousin. We actually wanted to come and pay our respects. You see,
We knew your father.
yes, recently a few months ago, we had a break-in, and your father was actually the one to respond, and he was...
Don't say that. Okay.
It was my funeral home that it was broke into.
Okay, you were.
Yeah, and he was there.
And he was there,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I didn't give a name.
Yeah.
And there's a shit ton of cousins.
Okay.
So and he was so kind during the process, and I heard what had happened.
Yeah, well, thank you.
I am so sorry, my dear.
Is there anything else?
Not to be crass, but I know how expensive sudden deaths in the family can be. I'm actually dealing with the same with my brother. I would like to help you with that.
Why?
Because it is a service I can offer.
So you're one of Dad's little late night operations, huh? Is that what I'm hearing? Why he was gone all the time? We didn't see him so much?
Out of character, I don't know what she's implying.
So he worked late nights.
Oh.
And he had a job that, for a time when she was growing up, it sounds like, when he was doing his moving and shaking, hunting. I mean, that has to happen in odd hours. And a lot of things he would keep from his family.
I run a funeral home.
Oh, so you're trying to drum up business.
No, it's no cost to you. As I said, I and my husband, we lived above, and they broke in for chemicals. And
Well,
he was
he's
very
already
kind.
been cremated from apparently what that we were told, and she starts to cry, but like a tough cry, like holding back tears, and just like they couldn't even they had to identify him by his dental records.
I hate to hear that.
So I mean, thank you, but my family, we can handle it. And as far as mysterious benefactors go, we've already had that happen several times over. Thank you.
What do you mean?
Well, we had one government lady show up and say that it would be covered and that he was a hero.
Cathrine Morrell.
No, I don't know her. No, that wasn't her name. I don't know. Just some young blonde girl showed up in the middle of the day, said that it would be covered and he was a great man, blah, 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 And then another mysterious check shows up from some guy named Roger or something. That's all we got. I don't even know his last name. It just said from Roger. Okay. Thanks, Roger. If that's his real name.
That I don't know. What is your name?
Sarah, why?
And she kind of crouches down so she's eye level. Do you want vengeance for your father, Sarah?
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry, Mike.
And she pulls the nurse's rope.
And
she's like, get the fuck out.
I need you to, you're supposed to dominate her.
I didn't
To
know
sleep.
what we were doing.
Yeah, we talked about that in the chat. That's why
She
you're
already
there.
pulled the rope, though.
It makes her mad, you know, just, she doesn't know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
And you just, you know.
You just
of
need to
course
tell
she
her to
does,
sleep.
But, or whatever you want to tell her, Monica.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your character.
Hard. Yeah.
Okay, she has to do an intelligence versus resolve. Wait, no. No roll required against an unprepared
There's
mortal.
usually not.
Sorry.
Usually not.
I'll just say sleep.
Or do you want her to do something else?
I mean, she already pulled the thing. There's not a cancel button on that, so
Nurse comes in.
I'll say I tripped it. I'm sorry. Is it like a? I'll
Yeah.
say
Well,
I
she's
bumped
asleep in her chair.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you called to put her in the...
Oh, to tell him to put her in the bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
She fell asleep. Can you put her in the bed?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she does that sometimes. Okay, thank you. Yeah. You could have just came to the station, though. Usually we save that for really important emergencies.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Will you pull those covers back for me?
Yep.
She doesn't weigh anything. And she just kind of picks her up and puts her in the bed, you know. There we go. You folks need anything else? You're not with the family, you're just friends, I guess.
Yes.
Can we stay just a little bit?
She kind of nodded off in the middle of the conversation. We'd hate for her to think we just left. But we also don't want to wake
Give
her
me,
up.
it's going to be an easy check, but give me, Monica, you can do it too.
Yeah.
Give me charisma plus persuasion.
Yeah, Monica's going to carry that one. Yeah, that's on Monica.
4?
Oh, yeah.
I got 2 fangs though. On reds.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait. Was it... if it's not a...
Yeah, that's a messy critical.
Oh.
So, it's not a...
How about I start sobbing hysterically?
Oh, no.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that. You'll cry blood.
Oh shit! Wow, I forgot. Sorry.
I did too. I was like, yeah, do that. That's great.
Yeah.
This is why we're here.
Yeah. 2 dads.
So, you come across really sincere. And you feel a swell of emotion, you know, telling them that, you know, about this, that wanting to stay, and just this deep drawing emotion. Then you start to look away from the lady and she's walking off. I understand, because that sense of pain and emotion and hurt and watching this lady deteriorate makes you realize that somebody in the corner is watching. And you stare at him and he stares at you. And then he realizes you're seeing him, Robert Carter. And he kind of looks and he backs through the wall.
Wait. We came to talk to you.
Now, because you are suffering delusions, you can't be sure if he's real or not.
She would say it anyway.
Yeah. But you get a vision that he is here and at least checking on her. And he just shakes his head and then walks back through the wall.
He can come right back.
Shut the door.
I'll tell you. I just saw
Don't
him.
worry about it. Oh, she believes you. She believes you. And in fact, when she does this, she tells you to take very careful note about everything she says and everything she does.
Why?
She's starting to teach you
Ooh.
oblivion.
I don't have any points, but sure.
I mean, it takes a couple of weeks in game.
Cool.
So, and even if you don't want to take it, but that's what she's doing.
She'll be very interested.
So,
Okay.
especially if she's going to give you a Giovanni identity.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I'm
With
going to be
that
Ella
comes
Medea.
all the stains too.
I
You
mean,
need to have low humanity, just like her, like all the
not
other Giovanni.
for level 1.
Ick's fine. Right?
it doesn't
He's just
do
a
anything.
You literally
gargoyle.
never did it ever once.
I mean, stains-wise.
I don't know.
No, he's got to roll later.
What tenant did he break?
He didn't. It's because of the change.
Yeah, that's true.
Being put into another monstrous body would tend to mess with your humanity.
His
a little
tenant
bit.
was don't be a gargoyle. I
He's the
fucked
one
up.
that kept wanting to jump off the roof, and she kept having to be like, "Don't jump off the roof. You can't fly."
Now he can.
Yep.
Now I can't.
Joke's on you.
Showed you, Mom.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Monica, you still keep watching the wall.
Did somebody shut the door? Please tell me someone shut the door.
Totally.
Okay.
Shut the door.
You could shut it. No one sees it move. You just look
I
like you
shut-
shut it.
Oh, yeah, you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could shut it as
You
long
could
as no
shut
one's
it.
seeing you. That
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
I think Bob would like kind of like slow.
It's-
Yeah, I'm not going to make you become visible for that.
It's not that overt, but Vicenta is stroking Sarah's head, and you do notice that there's a little bit of blood over the forehead, and she's showing. You keep watching the wall, and every time she sees you watching the wall, she like directs your head back so you can see what she's
dear.
doing.
You're going to have to give me a willpower check to actually watch what she's doing.
Me?
Because yes, you have the delusions and you're fixated on it.
Gotcha.
Because that's the punishment for
Yep.
your messy critical.
2. One
You
with
glance,
stars.
but you want to see that wall. You want to see if he's real.
I'm
if
like,
he
I'm
came
watching,
back.
I'm going to watch him come back. Yeah.
I mean, Vicenta's
Yeah.
not mad. I
Yeah.
mean, I got 4 successes, so he's.
Yeah, he appears. He comes back through the wall.
Oh, yes, I was right.
Good evening, Mr. Carter.
Don't you fucking hurt my daughter.
Why would I do that?
Because your kind do nothing but hurt.
I can
We
see-
aren't the ones who killed you.
No, you didn't.
Well, that's what we're here to talk to you about. That's all we care about.
Is he here?
No, Mr. Stokely, we're
You're
just
visible now.
pulling.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Bob?
just pulling.
Is that
your
Bob?
luck-
Oh, this might go
Yes.
better. Yeah, he knows
This
Bob.
is Mr. Stokely, Mr. Carter.
Okay. Tell him I'm here.
He's here, Bob.
Robert.
Robert, sorry. Oh,
No.
That's good.
Bob just looks.
Perhaps
I love it.
referring to him as Mr. Carter will cut down on the confusion.
yeah.
Stokely.
Mr. Carter is here, Mr. Stokely.
Mr. Carter,
Yeah.
we need you to help us. We need to know what you know. We will continue to help your daughter. We need to know, though.
Well, look at me. Look at me, Bob. Look at me. He can't see me, can he?
No, he can't
Mr.
see you.
Carter, unfortunately.
Tell him how I look. He looks like he was beaten to death.
He looks like
I mean,
how he
he's
died.
cuts, scrapes. This man went through hell.
He wants us to tell you what he looks like, and he looks like he's been beaten to hell.
I am moved by his suffering.
And I didn't give you up until I couldn't take it anymore. And I'm sorry.
We know.
We believe you, Mr.
I'm
Carter.
sorry. I tried so hard, but they said they knew about her. They said they knew about her, and they knew that I was doing something to keep her alive with you, and that
Now, how did they find out about that?
I don't know. They know so much. They knew what stuff that I didn't think they would know.
Such
Like
as
what?
Well, they already knew that they were down there. They just didn't know where. They know about. Has he ever met? He never met you, did he?
No.
They knew about one named Iris. They kept talking about her. She was from from Las Vegas.
You're speaking to her now, Mr. Carter.
You. You're why I died.
She didn't
That was
say
a bad
anything.
idea.
She didn't say
That was a
anything.
terrible idea.
Yeah.
If he tries to leave, Vicente will just
He's
call
not
him.
leaving, but he just... It's not hostile. It's just he wants you to hurt like he hurts.
There goes all the
He says,
information.
I'm assuming they're
Vicente's got it
relating
covered.
this, that they relate, that it's not, I mean, we're just not role playing it, but
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
relate
it'd
it.
be too annoying to do.
Yeah, it'd be too much back
Yeah.
and forth. That's sure. If y'all want to, feel free to do it.
No. Robert, I understand more than you know. I will continue to help your daughter.
No, Mr. Stokely. I will. And she's just like, she's taken a rag and she's wiped the blood off of her forehead and refixed her hair. And
All I know is that she knows something and she knows how to control me. You know how, don't you? You brought me here.
yes, look real close at me, Mr. Carter. Look real close.
I see you. And I don't know how you're doing it.
Which
That's
legion?
not important.
Which
What's
legion?
important is the information that we can get from you and the information you gave them.
All I did was tell them a building. All they wanted was where to go in. They told me they would take care of the rest, and I didn't think they really would find. But I went down there the other day to see if, and I saw the smoke, and Roger was there crying, and I'm so sorry.
You met
It's
with
not your
Roger.
fault.
He didn't know. He didn't see me.
If they say that to
Oh yeah, she's one of us
yeah.
is relaying everything. It's just
you are fucking lucky he didn't. He would have killed you just as quickly as they, well, much probably in about the same fashion.
Well, I know, and I'm
This is
sorry, okay? I'm sorry. But I was dead anyway, but when they threatened her, I can't, this is the only reason I did this. Tell him that. That's the only reason I did this was for her, and they were going to take that away from me. What do I have? She's still alive right now, so obviously they kept their word.
We need to move this along. If they know about her, they're probably watching her. We need to hurry, get what we need, and
Oh,
go.
they're here.
where
The nurse's station. One of them's not a nurse.
was it? The one that was just in here.
No.
She is a nurse.
But one of them, yeah. I mean, they know to watch here. They know to look.
What can you tell us about Cathrine Morrell?
But they're looking for this Iris lady. They're trying to draw her out. They don't know a lot. Cathrine Morrell. She's who did this.
Yeah.
She ordered it. She's the one who said she'd make it quick if I told.
She lied.
What did she say?
Yeah, she fucking did.
She said it to you?
Yeah.
What were her exact words?
That she'd take it all away. She would make sure my daughter wasn't hurt, and that the blank bodies couldn't do any more damage to her by feeding her poison.
Poison. How did...
Okay.
Because she
We-
was getting better.
So is she still sick? Like, how is that happening? If the vampire blood was making her still live, is she dying now that...
Yeah. If it goes long enough, yes.
But
She'll start
he's
to
saying
age and-
that is the SI taking care of her or just didn't kill her?
They didn't kill her.
So she's going to die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any cameras in here, Mr. Carter?
All over the building.
In this room,
No.
Mr. Carter.
No. Look around you.
Is he bullshitting?
No.
Okay.
Can't you
It's
just
usually
look?
not unless it's an ICU room or
Right.
something.
I was just asking
I
before
mean, I didn't see them put anything in here. They're just watching the door to see who comes in and visits.
We
And I'm
need-
going to be frank with you, two white ladies walking in here. I'm sure
Little
you stay
suspicious.
hidden.
Yeah, of course.
Vicenta takes out and leaves a business card. Legacy Funeral Directors. Then it just looks like
Well, now they know
Well,
where to find you.
no. Except,
These are not people that you want to take lightly. I did, and look where I'm at.
Fine then. And she puts it back.
We're having a meeting with Cathrine Morrell later. Do you have anything that could help us get an edge on her? What
Would
do
you
you know
like to
about her
attend?
defenses?
She's
her-
after you.
I know that.
That's what she wants.
Do you know
think
any
she-
weaknesses she has?
I think she thinks you're some major player, or she was angry about it. It's revenge.
Okay.
But I don't. If she wants you that bad, she's making stupid mistakes. She killed a person to get this information.
Yes.
I know,
She
and
killed-
I'm sorry.
A human being to get this information.
Several.
She's not going to stop till she gets what she wants.
We need to move this along.
And she knows what you look like. You don't look like you.
What else do we need from him?
Mr. Carter, what else can we take when we need to contact you again?
I had a keychain with a Lucky Rabbit's foot on it. When I died, it got when I was thrown out, it got pushed in some mud. If you go to the site where I was killed, I kind of keep coming back to it.
Yes, you will. That is your fetter.
And I mean, because it wasn't known where he was it?
No, and he gives you directions.
Okay.
Out, it's out pretty far out of the Venetian Isles, out past New Orleans, past the Venetian Isles out into the country.
We can get that later tonight. We should
Yes.
leave now.
We will, but Mr. Carter, we will retrieve your fetter. I will watch over your daughter, and I will help train you in your new existence.
I don't want that. I want to.
Could we
I
get him
wanna
to
go to
follow
heaven.
Catherine?
That is how I will help you then.
There's not a heaven, is there?
There is. It's called transcendence.
And there's a hell.
That is oblivion. I will tell you about that too.
People keep telling me a lot of things here.
If
There's
anyone,
a lot of these.
Yes, there are. A lot of us, Mr. Carter.
Do you want to
I'll
help
help
us?
how I can.
Thank you.
Could we have him follow
If you
Catherine?
promise something,
What?
you keep my daughter healthy.
I intend to.
I'll do whatever I can for you. You keep her healthy.
Is there any way to
But don't come back here
Is there any way
until she's gone.
to give her a quick dose before, or is it not been enough time?
Probably not been enough time.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But she tells Mr. Carter as they're fixing to leave. Sorry, I had it. She goes, Mr. Carter, if anyone bothers you, you tell them that you are of the Legion of Fate, and you are going about our business.
Okay.
They will leave you alone.
Okay.
Okay.
There's one following you.
SI?
He stayed back kind of far. I saw him come in earlier.
Ghost or SI?
Ghost.
And she describes Morgan and asks if it's him.
No. This guy missing a finger.
Oh.
It's like you want something you got.
Oh, he probably wants his finger. I have that in the bag.
Okay.
We need to go.
We're leaving.
Yeah, you need to get out. Hold on. You need to wait a few minutes. She usually goes out, she smokes.
Thank
Give it
you.
about 5 minutes so she doesn't see you leave.
Thank you, Mr. Carter.
I'll nod at you.
Since
Hey, you're Iris, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hate you because you brought this to this town. Please make it right.
I hate me for that reason too, and I'm
But
doing
listen,
my best.
Listen, everybody can be redeemed. I did the wrong thing for a long time. Y'all are people. It's not right what they're doing. You got some fucked up things you do, but you're people. Just make it right and be human.
She is, Mr. Carter.
All right. I just had to say it. And I'm not In time, I'll forgive you, okay? But right now, it's hard.
I know. I've had a lot of that lately.
But you can make it up to me since you can look like you don't look like many of them. You be the one that feeds her. You promised me that, and I'm okay.
Feed your daughter?
Yeah. You take care of her, whatever Avery did, to keep her from getting sicker.
She kind of looks at her. I mean, okay, if you're sure.
You got in here. Bob could do it.
If
but
she dies, she could be with you.
I don't want her to die.
Why?
I don't want her over here. If you saw what it's like over here, you wouldn't want her to be here.
You want her here?
It's better than here. By a lot.
Okay.
Thank you. Give me a sec. A few minutes pass, and he comes back in. He says, okay, go. Get out.
We leave.
You okay, Iris?
Yeah. What?
You seem like you're...
I want the plan to go off. I'm like ticking all the boxes. I'm like, did we get this? Did we get that? Do we have anything that we...
I see. I thought
I'm
you were really,
calculating.
really sad about the whole situation.
Oh, no, I don't give a shit. No, I don't care that he's mad at me. I already got that from Roger. I already got it from people I already know.
Sure.
She feels bad, but she's not like, oh,
Okay.
God, what have I done? She's
Okay.
like, yeah, it's really fucked up.
Okay. All right. You had a face. I was making sure.
No. I'm thinking. I'm like, what do we do next?
Okay.
Did we get
All right.
anything we can use? Like, I was thinking, like, could we say, like, take it all away in the meeting and, like, scare her or something? Like,
I think the fact that he's dropping hints that you're in Baton Rouge is going to work. Because if this is revenge motivated, she's going to take that bait.
Is there anything else we need to take care of before I roll the clock forward
I don't
to 9
think
o'clock?
so.
I don't think so.
All right. Clock rolls forward, 9 o'clock. You meet at the Bon Temps bar.
Okay. Do I need to rouse check?
Yeah, you definitely do.
Did we all rouse check?
You did not.
Fucking hell.
I thought we
Yeah,
did.
Bob definitely did not.
I thought
You
we
don't care.
did.
I don't give a shit.
I thought we all.
You roused to wake up.
for-
It's Blush of Life.
Yeah.
That's what I
Wouldn't
meant.
Mask of a Thousand
gained
Faces do that for me?
Probably.
I would imagine so.
I just forgot.
I do
Yeah.
have to do it again because it only lasts a
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
So I am gonna.
Yeah,
do it
I do
again.
feel like that Vicenta would have done that
Yeah,
going in.
that's
like,
fine.
I mean,
We'll retcon it. It's fine. As long as you make the roll. It's
Yeah.
I
fine.
did.
Okay.
I just did.
Yeah, it's fine. And yeah, Mask would probably do that for you, Monica.
Oh, okay, good. I'm good. I
Okay.
am masked. And
All
I
right,
did not
so-
get to Hunger 4.
You...
What?
I did not get to Hunger 4.
Oh.
Because I was about to be like, ooh, good thing there's mask hides my stigmata.
All right. I don't know if it would.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I didn't get hungrier.
All right. So what are y'all doing?
I think
I'm walking in solo.
Yeah.
I would have definitely talked with Kiki and talked about like
Her
who-
staking out outside.
Yeah.
She hands you a pager. And she says, if you see the code 1911, it means that we got company.
Okay.
Is that a World War I reference?
It's a pistol reference.
I guess I need to be sitting somewhere sort of close to Morrell and Andre, so I'm gonna wait for them to get settled and then try
How
to
Yeah.
find a
busy
spot.
is this bar?
Yeah.
It's busy-ish. It's a weekday night. It's like a Thursday.
They're not
Oh,
like
so
blaring
it's not.
music or anything, are they?
No,
It's
it's
not
more
packed.
low key.
Oh,
okay.
It's
That's
more
good.
like upper middle class people that
Okay.
are
Then I'll come
just
in-
trying to get a cocktail after work.
That's
and
what I'll
schmooze
do.
And, that type of thing. She picked a place where you could actually talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would definitely be somewhere close to the table, but
Sure. And you're obfuscating.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
You can sit in the booth with me if you want, because I want to be like right behind her or something.
Does Bob want to be outside, possibly though, checking for actual like
That's
white
what Kiki's
vans?
doing.
Yeah, that's
So she's doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have Winston doing it too for that
Yeah.
matter.
I'm gonna look
Winston
inside.
might need to sleep.
No.
Yeah.
True.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
look,
he needs to sleep. He's not going to because he's coked up. But
yeah. I'm gonna be looking in the room for anybody that might have been.
got it.
Gotcha.
Are you doing Sense Unseen for Santa? Or is one of us? Because
I was going to do heightened senses to hear
Okay.
her.
Okay.
But I mean, I could do...
I guess there's no point doing Sense Unseen right now. I think I really just want to stay low key. I'm worried if I do that, I'm gonna. No, this one is free. Okay,
Is
fuck
there?
it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, let's do it.
You see a cowboy ghost sitting at a table
Oh, I
watching
still have.
her.
I have to roll for it. I meant, but blood wise, it's free.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to give it to you.
I see a cowboy sitting at a table with a Santa.
Yeah. And he's drinking.
Is he missing a finger?
Yeah. And he's black cowboy. Missing a
Cool.
finger.
All right.
I have no idea who that could be.
Just the finger guy. Wonder why he's just following you. 'cause
This
you
is the
have
finger
it.
that El Messina's correct, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means he's probably not very happy with me.
He doesn't
Yeah.
appear to be. He's definitely watching her, and he keeps looking at the bag.
Because that's where the fetter is.
I'll tell her after this meeting, but right now I
Right.
need to be really chill and really
Yeah.
normal.
I'm just going to listen
Okay.
in case...
All right. And so we begin.
All right.
She sees you, and she's like, Andre, thank you for meeting me.
Cathrine.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that we couldn't get together this morning. I didn't hear your call very well. It seems that you had some business in Baton Rouge.
Yes. Gosh. People in New Orleans, I get so tired of them sometimes. I had a tenant who, in one of the buildings that I own,
You don't have to tell me your life story. It's fine. We'll get to
No, please.
pleasantries later. I just want to talk to you about this campaign and what's after it. I didn't mean to offend you the other night, talking about what's after, Butch's when he loses. But honestly, he's a Republican running for mayor in a heavily Democratic city. It's not going to happen.
I did some thinking about that as well.
Good. And what did you come to?
I agree with you. Why be a mayor of a Democratic city? Why not aim a little bit higher?
State legislature is what I'm thinking. He gets his
Exactly.
name out there, and off he goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's just got to stay clean.
Sure. What do you mean by that? No controversies.
No. Not public. Not yet. What do you know about Butch's proclivities?
Oh my.
I don't know what the word proclivity means.
That usually means gay, secretly gay.
Yeah, his preferences.
Oh.
Well, hopefully it's just gay and nothing worse. I mean, not that gay is bad. I'm sorry. That gay bad.
Dig yourself out.
It is when you're in the Republican Party.
Yeah, and you're lying about it and being a hypocrite, of course.
Well, I mean, publicly he has a wife,
Sure.
but I'm not keeping an eye on his bedroom.
And I wouldn't dream of it either. But his browser history is pretty easily
Oh
discernible.
my god.
What are we talking about?
Let's just say there's several things on there that
Ask her how the fuck she knows.
That's pretty interesting. Tell me, I know we are working together on this, but I feel like I need to know, as a city council member, how do you have access
I
to
don't.
his browser
It's
history?
easy enough when you used to work for federal government agencies. And I still have friends in those places. And I want to check up and make sure that the people I stay in contact with are on the up and up. Which is why I've checked out Butch and his campaign.
That's funny. Weren't you fired? Just
That-
kidding.
You know, I like that you do your research. I did a little bit myself, so I'm glad that you came clean to me about that. It did get me thinking though. You know, if we're gonna be honest and open with one another, I'm just wondering, New Orleans? What are you doing here? You're from Las Vegas. What is it about New Orleans? What is it about this fair city that brought you
I
here?
lived here some time ago and rather liked it. Had parting of ways with my old job and decided to come back here.
Your old job at the federal agency.
Yes.
Must be top secret, classified information.
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
That's fair. That's fair indeed.
Iris tries to study her shaking hand on the next table over.
And she kind of laughs at that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
No, I totally understand.
But seriously, you'd have to die. I'm just kidding. What are you drinking?
Blood.
Bloody Mary.
All right.
If she gets a fucking side eye because I
That's
said Bloody
No,
Mary.
she's just laughing. She's
Okay.
like, we'll make
That's
that too.
funny to us.
Yeah, we'll make that too. Sounds good. It's been a while since I had one of those.
Yeah.
V8 and alcohol. Who would have thought, right? Okay. Anyway. Yes, 2 Bloody Marys, please. Thank you.
Have you been to Baton Rouge?
No, I haven't.
I just got back from there.
Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice city. I wouldn't mind moving the campaign there. It seemed really nice.
You would move a campaign for mayor to Baton Rouge? Are you talking
No,
about when
when
we move
she-
past this? Yeah, okay.
We moved
I
past
got
this.
you, I got
We
you.
already know he's losing.
Yeah, we do.
We're getting all the tea on this guy.
But I gotta.
Listen. If I know about Butch, people that wanted to dig enough could probably find out about Butch. And here's what I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
When Butch makes it to office, it would be really, really beneficial for his campaign to back some sponsoring bills to promote an organization called First Light to expand its services into this region.
First Light.
Yeah, it's a subsidiary organization. There we help, or they. Oh,
Did
maybe I
she-
do have to kill you now. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That organization is a counterterrorism group.
Counterterrorism.
Yes, domestic terrorists. Let's just say if you really knew what was out there in this country, it would keep you up at night. As a matter of fact, if I'm honest, that's one of the things that brought me to New Orleans was trying to stop terrorism. You see, we live in a port city, don't we? Lots of things come in and out.
Do mortals know about the crazy shit that happened like 2 months ago?
Yeah. But it got written off. And people, something so horrific, your mind makes up things to, mask it or justify it. Or, it was a Hollywood stunt gone wrong or, swamp gas, whatever you want to.
Yeah. So the rumors were true.
No, that was just swamp gas.
In the French Quarter. Okay.
Yeah.
Solar winds, whatever you want to call it.
That's
Weather
fair. I
balloon.
don't like to keep up with the internet, but
no,
you have to do
if,
your
if
research.
you have to
from
know,
time.
we think that the terrorists found some sort of nerve agent to release onto the city and made people hallucinate. People killed themselves in the process. It's quite terrifying.
Wow.
We are dealing with some very dangerous individuals. And hopefully with Butch's help, we can stop that in New Orleans once and for all.
Do we know anything? Do you know anything about this group?
I do. I worked alongside them enough to understand what they're trying to do in my previous job.
Wait, are you asking about the terrorist group or about First Light?
Same.
I was actually asking about what they know about the terrorist group.
Okay, sorry. Well, she will say that, thinking that, and then you say, no, I mean about the terrorists and shit. Just that they're a loose confederation of individuals that they target innocent people at random. They have some sort of agenda to take over our country, as far as we can tell.
Huh.
But there's a lot of dark money that backs this. A lot of unsavory characters. One, I've actually been tracking for some time. And that's maybe why I wanted to talk to you.
What?
Seems that you rented a building tour.
Ooh.
You know, it's funny. You didn't let me get to my story, but here we are.
Oh?
I was in Baton Rouge because that bitch skipped town.
Her name Iris?
Not anymore.
Iris Blackwood?
Right, yes, no, not anymore. I had to do some research to find her. She's changed her name. I don't know, maybe you might be the reason why now that it makes a little more sense why she would change her name. I thought it was because of me. I didn't think I was that scary of a guy, but now it makes a little bit more sense. You're looking for her?
I know people who might be.
Well, last I saw, she was under the name Sierra Rojas in Baton Rouge.
This Sierra? And she turns the phone to you.
Bro, what?
Does it look like her Sierra?
And it looks like Dutch on a CCTV camera attacking an individual.
What?
Dutch and Sierra attacking an individual?
Mm-hmm.
Just say, what the hell is that?
Oh my god.
That doesn't look like the one I knew. Looks like we have a whole other culprit on our hands, don't it? They murdered that man. This came in to us a few days ago from one of our cameras. Just outside the city limits.
See, that happened here?
That happened here.
Wait, in New Orleans? Sierra and Dutch? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, what? I would,
As far as we can tell, they're not here now.
Oh, this was on their way out of town, maybe. Or when they got banned.
No, that was too much.
But through facial recognition and getting information. Strange, though. The residence you're staying at used to be owned by one Sierra Riojas.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
A lot of bad connections here, Andre. You keep some very poor friends.
What can we
1911 comes in on the...
Oh, my God. Oh, fuck. What the fuck?
Forget.
No, hang on. I get that finger bone out. Hang on.
If you say forget.
Why can't I just donate?
No. You do what you do. I'm getting the finger bone out while you do whatever you do.
I would...
Sorry,
I
you
can
do whatever
whisper
you're going
to
to do.
somebody right next to them, and so I would whisper, she's got backup outside.
And she doesn't hear it over the smooth jazz playing.
Yeah.
Can I look around the club? So wits plus awareness?
Yep.
Submerged directive.
Yeah.
It's not in this book, by the way.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't have all the powers in there.
They changed stuff. We'll let you use it, though. If you took it, you've got it.
Yeah, okay. I need to know exactly what it does again. I forgot.
Is it an Oblivion? No, it's a Dominate.
It's a Dominate power. I'll roll the fucking shit out of it.
I think it's in the core book, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Yeah, it's in the core book.
Oh, that's right. You did take that.
What's Iris doing?
I was gonna say I've got some options. I could compel. I could do demontation
I had 3 successes, by the way.
Okay.
and the forgetful
To
mind.
whisper?
No, to look around the club.
Ah, okay. You think there might be a guy in the corner. Looks a little too put together, watching the room a little too much.
Okay. I keep an eye on him.
Okay.
So wait, we're looking for dominate, right?
257, page 257.
Using mesmerize the vampire can now implant a post-hypnotic suggestion, allowing the command to remain dormant until a specific stimulus occurs as triggered. It can be anything from a specific date to a person.
Could I make her forget about Sierra? Would that be enough to get Andre off the hook?
First thing I want to do is, I assume we're already making some deep ass fucking eye contact.
Yes.
I'm gonna essentially feel like I'm gonna give it up. I feel like I'm gonna give up the game in a way, but I want to use mesmerize and be like, why did you want to meet with me?
Okay. And there's
And
no
like truthfully,
and
like
she can't
why?
resist, right? If
If
she's
she's
immortal,
immortal and she
If
doesn't,
if she's aware that
she's-
something's about to happen.
yeah, it's just she will get a chance. But so you'll roll your pool, whatever the pool says you roll.
Yeah, no
I
roll.
assume
Yeah.
she already clearly knows something's
it's
wrong.
Something she's suspicious.
She might
person.
think you're
Yeah,
a
no
ghoul
roll
of
is required
Sierra.
against the unprepared mortal. So unless I'm assuming
she
she is
is
prepared.
steal
though.
her mind.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and
So
make
what,
your roll.
what does that mean then?
It means she is walking into this situation knowing all the dots don't add up with you.
Okay, I'm blood surging.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to roll that one.
Oh, that's fine.
3
Okay.
hunger. Okay. Okay, so dominate.
Mm-hmm.
A blood surge.
Yep. So because you blood
then-
surge, your potency is 1. You'll get 2 extra dice.
Yes. And then mesmerize, manipulation plus dominate, manipulation.
I'm rooting for you, buddy.
That doesn't sound good.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was.
It's fine.
I'm willpowering it,
Okay.
so I can roll.
You can re-roll 3 of the black dice. What do you say to her?
Tell me everything you know about me.
She kind of shakes her head. Well, that's very forward. But I know you're working on Butch's campaign. I know that you've funded a lot of money to him. I know that you stay at a known terrorist's former location. You took it over and you're paying for it now, but you also harbored another terrorist. It makes me think that there's a point A and a point C, and you are point B that
Who's
leads
the-
me to C.
She means Iris.
Yeah.
Renting to her.
I know, but
Oh.
I'm trying playing it out like.
Well, so
Oh.
she's telling you don't. So you've already asked, and so
So-
she's spilling everything she knows.
That's good.
At,
She didn't say you're a vampire.
so at
Right.
what point? I get the coinky dink of it all, but at what point does like I
She's-
don't know.
Well, she's still going, so you may want to.
Oh.
You may want to
Let
wait.
Oh, okay. Please continue. Yeah, I didn't say a word.
Yeah, she's spilling the beans.
Yes.
Okay.
She says, it makes me think that you're a potential what we call a blank body, which is why I have an associate that has been scanning the room for heat signatures.
He's got blush of life
It appears
on.
you're okay. from what I understand.
Yeah, it wouldn't do anything for me either because Ghost in the Machine.
What's
What about
strange is
me?
the one behind you doesn't.
Fuck. That's me.
She never blushed. She masked of 1,000 faces.
Yep.
Oh, I thought we were under the impression that did it for you.
I just asked if I had to spend blood to do it. I didn't ask if it counted as a...
It doesn't count as rousing.
Yeah.
So you're
So-
still not breathing, not doing all
Yeah,
that
she
stuff.
looks alive because of mask, but
Right,
she
mask
doesn't.
makes her
but she's
appear
not.
alive, but if they're using technology, which makes me think that there's at least one of the blinks here. I don't know who that is. I saw her walk in. She didn't look recognizable. I'm always casing the place.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes me think that you may at least be what we like to call a thrall.
She thinks you're a ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
And they are ones who basically serve these terrorists. So I guess I would ask you, are you serving terrorists? Because you know two of them. And it seems like I'm being awfully forward with you, which is something else that we know that they're capable of doing is prying information out and making you do what you don't want to do. Which is why we
So
have
wait,
training
is
in
that-
mind to mention, even though I'm having to tell you everything, it makes me think that you can do that too. Because the one that we had in Las Vegas, she could do that. She actually grabbed one of our guys and told him to let her out, and the idiot let her out. It's why I lost my job, which is really unfortunate. But here we are.
I want to make this bitch crazy. I want to use
like, tell me
demontation.
everything.
That is, in fact, everything.
Dude, oh my god, she's gonna use demontation.
Well, I gotta think about it. Because technically it says you can insert insidious subliminal influence into any casual conversation. So does that mean that I have to, like, go up to her and just talk to her? Because she's already suspicious of me.
Yes.
So I don't think that can
Yeah.
work. Fuck. I really wanted to.
You totally can. You
you
can be
can
like,
do it.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm
can-
not anything.
Bitch, I hear you over here if you got
a
something to
blank
say to
body?
me.
You look at this body.
I want to move.
Yes.
You could blush,
I want to move near the guy.
It's too late. He already saw me and somehow
but he's
told
not
her.
actively scanning you right now.
Here's the
Then
deal.
how did...
Quick
Oh,
thing.
she said she didn't know?
Quick thing. Hold on. Before I don't know maybe what you guys know from Las Vegas, but I know one thing. If they do, I would be amazed. But there's no way they're going to blast fire into a bar in the French
It
Quarter.
is full of people.
That's
So we should
full
stay
of
in
real
here.
people.
Yeah, we should
And
stay
being
here.
completely out in public would be crazy for them to do that. If they're going to kill us, they're going to do it out of sight because they have their own masquerade, technically, that has to be breached.
That's very true.
So there's no fucking way that even if she has my number right now, that she's going to be able to do anything about it yet. However,
I did the blood.
Okay.
you know,
good.
once Amber Rollins decides she wants to come hang out at my house and I'm not living there,
Andre gets to kill
fall
Amber.
into my trap, bitch.
Andre gets to kill Amber.
Compel her to attack your house with Amber in it.
So I still have to think a little bit because I used Mesmerize to get her to tell me everything, and now because of her steel trap bullshit, she can just like openly say. She can openly say, "You have taken over my mind," and that is fine, and that is everything. blah, blah, blah,
did
blah,
you
blah,
say
blah.
she
I-
just
and
suspect-
I
Did those
assume
Bloody
that's the
Marys
steel
show
trap
up?
thing that makes her do that.
Yeah, the Bloody Marys show up about right now.
Oh god damn it! I was gonna
Oh,
be
I thought
like,
they
I was
had
gonna be
'em.
like, tell Andre be like, you can't hold your liquor at all. I guess
Yeah.
you could still gaslight her, be like, this is only your second one. Why are you so drunk? I knew you said you hadn't drank them in a
you
while.
said this was a top secret
She
thing.
does
Why
say
are
one
you-
last thing. She's blah, 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 vomiting. She's like, and you won't go out in the day. Like, that's very suspicious to me. I've never seen you. And the terrorists, they all work at night.
I just
That's
had.
it. That's all I know.
I mean, you can be like, bitch. I just had a phone call with you during the day.
I mean, I can
literally was
say
in
that,
Baton
and I already know. I'll say the nice version of that. Like, we spoke on the phone, and I'm waiting for it. Say it. What's she gotta say back?
Well, I guess
It
that's
could have been at night. It
No.
could have been like.
I guess that's a good point.
Thank you. Good. Because I was expecting her to be like, well, you could have the curtains drawn.
No.
Because that's exactly what
Right.
happened.
No. No, she doesn't. She's not omniscient. And they don't know everything about
Okay,
vampires.
cool. But
Yeah.
now we know they
And
don't
at
know.
the same time, though, it still doesn't, like, as a thrall or whatever. One thing is that I own real estate I'm buying property. With how much property I own in this city,
That's true.
it is possible that I could have been, unwittingly harboring these fugitives. That is a bold claim to come at me with.
And you're saying this in character?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, and if I need to
Make her doubt
roll,
herself.
I will roll whatever the hell I need to roll
you
to
don't
make
need
sure
to.
that works.
I mean, this is just role play at this point. She's just like, I understand. Yeah, I know it's a bold claim, but if you knew what we knew about these individuals, it just a lot of things don't add up well for you, Andre. If you're being forthright and feels like you are, then you're keeping very dangerous company.
Well, then tell me. I mean,
If you're really not doing anything, then we can use you. We can use you for our help. If you can get us the whereabouts of this Sierra and this Iris, then maybe we can talk and maybe we can excommunicate a sentence for you. Because I don't think
sentence?
I don't think you want to go to jail.
I mean, I'm innocent. I'm innocent here.
Sure.
It's fair. I mean, I get what it looks like, but
All right, Monica, what are you doing?
I really can't decide whether I want to do demontation because I don't know if it's going to do anything helpful for us in time.
Well, you did overhear her talking about her associate. Bob, if you wanted to whisper who the associate is.
What?
You can turn that man's mind to jelly.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd rather get her.
I would whisper the guy in the corner.
Okay.
I'm just throwing something out to give you other options.
I know, but
Because I know in these high stress
I
situations,
know, but
you're like,
listen,
what do we do? What
listen.
do we do?
A wind causes superficial damage to the victim's willpower. When a mortal becomes impaired by this power, so I don't know that it's going to impair them at all. I'll have to keep doing it, is what it sounds like. Because then they experience a nervous breakdown or psychotic break.
Well,
so
you just have to get enough successes to get through their willpower.
But a win is just one superficial damage. Is how I'm
right,
reading
but
it.
but the way that damaging powers work, for every success you have over the margin of success, you do that much additional damage.
Okay.
What is it resisted by?
Composure plus intelligence.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your.
All right, I'm going to walk up to that guy, pretend I'm going to like flirt with him.
Yes.
And he's definitely watching you strange, like.
Because I roused.
Yeah.
I mean, I did
Yeah.
the blood.
Yeah,
I was
and,
hoping
you
would
see him
notice.
kind of peek at his phone and look back up at you.
Okay, I don't even know if I'm cute in this, guys.
Doesn't matter.
Probably.
You know you're the hottest shit that's ever walked the face of the earth.
Relations 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've been waiting for her to do this.
I know I have to.
I wanted to do it to Catherine, but I'm like, I don't
this is
know
the-
if that would be bad.
I think this
Let's
is a
see how
better
this
option.
goes, and then I can unleash it on the other chick. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 2 with stars.
You got 2 with stars? That's a crit.
6.
Yeah.
That's 6.
He fucking melts.
I walk up to him like I'm flirting.
Yeah.
And I say, I want to put in some doubts about his job as well. I want to say, like, that's crazy. You haven't seen, like, any proof of what she's saying is real. Like, you just go on with it. Like, your
The
whole
room
life.
begins to shake in his mind as you
Yeah.
say things and warp, and he feels dizzy.
Like, you've wasted,
And
if you
he
think about
starts
it,
to
you've
have a
wasted
panic attack.
so much
He's
time.
like, you're right. I have.
You have a good night.
I'm not going to
And I
have
go
this,
to the
I'm
bar.
not going to have a future anymore. I keep blowing it. And I just keep, and he's having
go to
a
the bar.
full-on panic attack, just sweating
I
at the
pretend I
table.
was
He's
not
like, I
talking
gotta
to
get
him at
some
all.
hair. I gotta get some hair. And she's like, watches him just leave, and he's just like, you see him
I'll
go
follow him.
outside. Yeah, you watch, go through the
Yeah.
open door, and he's just having a panic attack. And you see a van go from parked to pull up, and you can look right in there, and there's 2 guys in there in suits, and they're like, Tim, what's wrong? What are you doing? You're compromising the mission. He's like, man, I got to get out of here. It's just there's too much on me right now, man. There's too much pressure. I think we're accusing innocent people of things. We can't do this. We can't do this, man. We can't. Tim, get the fuck in the van. Get in now.
Scream Scream, Tim, scream!
And he's like, just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. Like, come on. Let's go.
there enough
Jesus
Backup's
Christ.
gone.
And they leave.
And I saw that too.
Yes.
You saw Tim leave. You don't know that
You don't
the
know,
backup's
yeah,
gone.
you don't know what all
Maybe
that
Bob
happened,
can
'cause it's half
Bob
a
can
block
come in
down.
and whisper
But
at
yes.
you.
What did Cathrine Morrell do when that guy walked
She
out?
kind of looks worried. She's just, and then she turns back to you, you know, just kind of shaking it off like, I don't know who that guy was type look, you know. That ain't me.
This dumb bitch.
But she doesn't, they don't ever know what they're messing with. That's the ace in the hole you have as a vampire.
Yep.
They underestimate you.
I still didn't want to be seen with him though, so I'm just at the bar sipping.
Can I send this fingerless cowboy after Morrell?
You certainly can ask. And we'll find out
Hold on, wait, what?
next time we meet.
No, I mean just to follow her.
Oh, okay. I also thought you were like wanting to like
No.
do something crazy to her.
So we'll find out next time we meet.
Okay.
Cool.
But in the meantime, the van drives away with
She's
a
back up
panic
list,
attack having
I hope.
Tim. And she kind of cuts eyes at you.
I'm not even looking over there.
Yeah. And then she's like,
Looks like a lot's going on in your mind right now.
yeah.
Everything okay?
Does she want some
fine.
more?
Everything's fine.
I mean,
We need to
This
talk tomorrow, though.
yeah, this conversation has been going a lot stranger than I expected.
Yeah.
I hope you can get some rest.
Hope you can, too. We'll talk soon.
Yeah.
She gets up and leaves, and you can tell she's kind of in a huff. You know, she's flustered. She doesn't know what to do and how to approach it.
Nice.
It's so nice to
And-
have our enemy feel like that instead of us.
And she leaves. And we'll find out what happens next week or
Yep.
next time we meet
Yep.
when we rally. For now, you get 3 XP for overcoming your deep-seated fear of the SI and finally doing something proactive about them.
Don't say it like that. We're
Finally
scared
getting your
because of
shit
you.
together.
I know. How's the Coterie feeling now after seeing this happen and seeing your plans start to move forward? I'm going to open it up to everybody.
Well, I do like that we did get a bunch of information about her. I mean, we
I loved hearing everything she knew about you and that she suspects you're a thrall. That's very good information. But she is on the verge
she
of
also
figuring it out.
assumes thralls can dominate the way vampires can then.
She
Because
didn't-
she brought up the idea that like it's interesting that I'm telling you everything right now.
Yes.
She now thinks that thralls are able to do what you just did.
Well-
what I did.
And she might already have known some of that they can do some of that stuff because, I mean,
Can thralls do that?
we
I
Googled.
think eventually
They have one
ghouls
power.
One
can,
power.
like,
Usually
eventually.
it's .1
Yeah.
in something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
that
if so, if
technically
they had
they
a
could have
.1 and
compel.
dominate, they could do the single word commands and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I did a lot more than that. So she would have to then consider.
Well, I
if
mean,
she's-
she doesn't know more than that, though.
I know, but
Yeah.
that's what I mean. So what she would think that thralls can do more than just for the one
Yeah.
word. But either way, she spilled her guts about me. Now I also know. I mean, one,
They know about Sierra.
they know about Sierra.
That
They
was,
know about Sierra and Dutch. So now they believe that Iris and Sierra
What?
are working together.
We also know that Sierra and
Yeah.
Dutch are not in Baton Rouge, or at least they.
Well,
Or-
that was. We don't know if that was on the way
You
out.
don't know the timeline there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a few days ago, and
Yeah.
all
That's
these
true.
sessions have been like half
That's tr-
nights.
Yeah.
So like it's very
Yeah,
possible that, it's
that-
only been like 3
I
days
was
since
worried
Sierra
that
left.
if
It
they
actually
caught
has
them
only been a couple of nights.
in Baton Rouge, that they would like start looking to see if you actually went to Baton Rouge. So I'm very relieved that they only have footage of them in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A lot more plans, I'm sure, are going to get hatched this week
Yeah,
on
we're
the
gonna
chat.
have to
Yes.
come up with
Yes.
another scheme.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't die, so I'm happy.
The only thing I can think is that if I'm a thrall and they want to work with me, if she wants to work with me because she thinks I'm a thrall, I could implant so much bullshit about vampires to her,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
and I could tell her that these okay, look. This wasn't my choice, but these vampires, they can do crazy stuff. They can change their faces, or maybe not say that, but think about like the ways that I can.
Yeah.
They
Well, she walked
fly.
in thinking she had the upper hand to blackmail you and blackmail the campaign and to do a bunch of stuff, and now she doesn't know where she stands.
Yeah,
She's
and
flustered.
Butch is going to call
You
it
got her on the ropes.
and Butch is
she
going to
has
call it
an
a witch hunt when
employee
she
who's
does that
quitting.
too.
Yep. If
I'm
she
gonna
does
get
it.
yeah,
If she does it.
yeah. I'm going to tell Butch.
So,
Oh, I can't
you
wait.
He's
needed
gonna
a
go
win
with-
and you got one.
Yeah.
He's
For
going
now.
to go full MAGA.
But we'll see what happens the next time we meet. But until then, this is GM Tuck wishing you all a good night. Have a great one, everyone.